Kane in the future to taking a leveling fighter just to get dueling fighting style because he only uses the one sword.
Oh, that'd be cool. Wait, I thought he had two swords. I thought he had two masters.
No, he just has the one. He just has 2 attacks.
Oh, that's right.
But he just one hands a messer. He doesn't even use it in 2 hands.
Oh, my taskbar stuff is back, by the way. That's what the reset was all about. So we're streaming. Anybody watching this in the future, we are waiting on 2 of our characters to show up after work. So it's going to be a while before we actually get started. And I'll put in the description on both Facebook and YouTube when the game actually starts and put timestamp down. So, in perpetuity, this will actually be watchable, not just us fiddling around for half an hour waiting for Brainor and Deadly. Do you know if Batarnia is going to make it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So Corey, since you're moving to a new home, does that mean that your computer won't be like in the living room?
My computer's not in the living room.
And why is your roommate always in the background and like watching TV and stuff?
Because he is a buddy of mine who I've been helping out until we moved into the place. He got out of jail about I don't know.
Well, you don't have to air out like all of his shit. I was just wondering.
You're streaming. I forgot you said that.
Yeah.
Basically stays in the same room as I do. My room is like a 20-foot room at the moment. So for the last like month and a half, 2 months, he's been staying with me while we were looking for a place. And so he's more of a friend who's been crashing over in my room versus an actual roommate until we get into the place, and then he's a roommate. So I've known him for 12 years or so, 10 years.
No, it's cool that you're helping him out.
So
I just figured he was a regular roommate, and I thought that like your setup was in your living room.
I have 2 other roommates, quote unquote. One of them is a interesting person, and the other one is she's who I was originally roommating with. Her father, who owns the house, he decided that he was randomly going to be moving back into the house. And even though he was renting it and actually had an official lease with her and me and a couple of other people, he's one of those people that were like, I just don't give a crap. I'm moving in. Y'all can move the hell out of my house.
Right. Okay, that sucks.
Which technically, if I wanted to be a jerk, is illegal.
You could bring him to court about it. Yeah.
I could have, because he initially was trying to kick me out, and I was like, listen, you want to do this? That's perfectly fine, but you're going to take me to court. You're going to pay for the court costs. You're going to also sit there, and when the judge sits there and laughs in your face, I'm going to still be staying here. And then at that point, I can stop paying, and then I can squat here for 6 months and not pay a damn thing if you really want to be a dick about it. Or I can continue paying 1/3 of the rent and bills, and we can be amicable with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I've stayed here for another 7 months almost. And almost a year now. I've stayed since he moved back in. And he has, the first 4 months that he was back here, I think he said all of 3 words to me.
I had a roommate that we didn't like hate each other or anything. We just didn't talk. We
Well,
just
he
weren't
is
those kind of friends.
like, I'm very openly gay, and the female is a male
You
to female
are?
pre-op transfer. Yes, I know. The girl, his daughter, is a male to female pre-op transgender who he still refuses to call a girl, even though
Doesn't use her name or anything like that?
she goes by Priscilla.
Yeah.
She's gone by Priscilla for 7 years now, 8 years now, and he refuses to say that he has a daughter or that he has a transgender daughter or anything remotely about that.
That blows my
He
mind. I don't
he
know
is
how
a
you can be
diehard.
I don't know how
He
you
is
can be
a
a loving
diehard.
parent and like that and
Oh
be
no,
like that.
he's a jerk. He's a jerk. I mean, it's not as bad necessarily as my parents, but he's still like,
Mhm.
he takes care of her and help and is there for her in certain ways. But he's a jerk. He's a diehard Republican, Trump supporting. Nothing can go wrong, and Trump never did anything wrong ever, and he's perfect. And
All views expressed during Beholding Dice. It is
yes, it's all my personal view. Sorry, it's my personal view. But that's the type of person that he is. He literally will sit there and start spewing off things, and it's just like, you don't even know what you're talking about. Like, here's where you're wrong. But he's one of those ones that want, gays to go back to not being able to marry, and
Wow.
African Americans to not be involving themselves. And yeah, he's one of those type of people, and it's disgusting.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
I don't know how those kind of people just like survive in today's society.
They are
Without
all over the
their
place,
heads
and most
exploding.
people would never know. The guy who was doing my training yesterday, like, he. So I didn't realize. Okay, so I work for the company that I work for, and the franchise that I work for,
Mhm.
the owner is extremely religious, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
And so, like, one of the videos that we watched yesterday about, our company and how we react to people or interact with people was literally like a 18-minute video of him and some of the other higher-ups in our corporate office all talking about God and how God blessed them, and it's God that did all of it for them, and God did all of this and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
wow, I actually did not know that about that company.
It's not the company itself; it's the franchise.
Oh, okay.
So
it's not a Chick-fil-A situation.
No, it is not a Chick-fil-A situation. But the guy who was doing our training, now mind you, I like the guy and he was really nice, and him, trying to get me into a management position. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But legitimately at one point in the actual like training thing, now mind you, there was 8 of us sitting there, and I think at least 7 out of the 8 of us cringed and looked at each other all at the same time. But his comment was basically something along the lines of, he's a perfect person like Trump and does nothing wrong. And this was exactly how he put it. Perfect person like Trump does nothing wrong and is a great businessman and helped promote a business. And I'm just like,
ooh. That'll just color your idea of a person.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm being trained for my job. I have to just sit here and keep my mouth shut. I'm supposed to be being nice. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, one of my friends is cooking for one of the Waltons tonight.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, his restaurant, and he sent me a picture of Salt Bay, and then a GIF of a kid on MasterChef crying while flipping a burger. So that's how he feels right now.
I mean, he's cooking for one of the Waltons. You got to make sure it's all good, boy.
Exactly. And I think it's the Walton that owns Crystal Bridges, which is one of the best American art museums in, well, I guess it
Oh,
has
no.
to be the world. I don't know. Well, other than like the Smithsonian, of course. But that's not technically all just American art, is it?
The Smithsonian? No.
Oh, okay. The Crystal Bridge is purely only American art. So I'm just kind of laughing at his fortune/misfortune. Hope he doesn't fuck it up.
Maybe he cooks the food really, really well, and then they compliment him, and
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they become regulars. Sleepy, you have Walmarts in Canada, right?
Yeah, we do. I had no idea is that who owns the Walmart?
Yeah, the Waltons.
yeah.
If you ever hear an American say the Waltons, that's Walmart Waltons.
Gotcha. The only thing I know about Walmart, other than that their big store, is what I learned from South Park.
That's probably correct information.
Have you seen that episode? Oh man,
I actually haven't.
oh,
I need
it's a good
to,
one.
because
Yeah.
Walmart
Oh, I'm gonna be back
is
in 1
based out of my state.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And my friend is cooking in the town of their headquarters where the first Walmart was built.
Wow.
So it's like super like tightly clothed, tightly entwined with my state, and the town actually next door to me where I work has like one of the busiest Walmarts in the nation. And they were going to get a Target in this town. It's not a huge town, but it's big enough to have a Walmart and a Target. And they were going to get a Target, but Walmart like paid off the city council for them to deny them the right to build or whatever.
That sounds corrupt.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they directly paid them because that's bribery, but they set up a Walmart marketplace and probably promised them a bunch of new jobs, or maybe said they were not going to have Walmart or something. If I don't know. The story is that they paid off the city council.
From what I learned from South Park, that sounds legit.
They're also horrible to their workers and don't pay them a living wage.
I thought that was like a full US.
That's like, I guess that's like any big box chain store.
They
It's
saw
like
it?
that.
Yes, we know.
Out of curiosity, what's minimum wage?
In Arkansas, it is $9.25. It's different for each state.
Gotcha.
Michigan right now, I think it's $9.25 as well, but most places pay between $9.50 and $11, just depending.
There's a big political push to raise it to 15.
Which would be fucking nice.
It would be really nice. It would actually make
What I always find
people
funny is,
comfortable.
yeah, well, people could have a semi-living wage then. What
Yeah,
I find
exactly.
funny is the people who are always like, oh my god, well, fast food workers shouldn't make a livable wage. They should just sit there and it's a beginning job, so they shouldn't make more than, a small amount of money, whatever. Because somebody who is a plumber only makes $15 an hour, so they shouldn't make the same amount of money because they went to school or whatever. And I'm like, you do understand that the minimum wage increasing for, say, a regular employee like me will increase the pay, or should increase the pay, for contracted workers, plumbers, EMTs, things like that, because they're going to expect a higher pay for their time in school and stuff like that, which is exactly why the pay is higher as it is now. Like,
Right.
Exactly.
And then, I mean,
so
inflation
you're
will
sitting
catch
here
up
and
anyway.
McDonald's is a great example. Their CEO this year took something like a $22 million. Did he do it in profit? Yeah, he did.
$22 million a year paycheck.
Yeah. So he gets a $22 million a year paycheck for running McDonald's, whatever. He could take $2 million of that and give a $4 to $5 increase to every single employee at corporate McDonald's. Period.
Right.
Or not even that, pay everyone $15 an hour, but
I'm just using it as an example.
Increase every sandwich by 2 cents if he's really worried about. But the thing is,
when
they are already raising prices. Hamburgers are $1.05 after tax now. Am I seeing any fucking shit? Am I seeing any profit? Of course not, because they're the ones that are hoarding all the money. And
you're just seeing the profit from the higher ups, and that's what always kills me with those type of conversations with people, because they're all like, "Oh well," and I'm like, that has nothing to do with it. There is no reason that a CEO gets a $20 million bonus check or a $20 million even check. Like, I 100% agree that they should make way more money than I do as just a basic employee. 100% yes. They're doing a lot more shit than I'm doing. Just like I think the manager should get paid more than me. Just like I think the assistants, trainer, whatever.
Hopefully they're doing more shit than you, but
exactly.
And hopefully they technically would have more responsibility than you. That's the big thing.
Exactly. So I am 100% for him making way more money than me, because he's in charge of way more big stores and stuff like that, and way more money than the actual manager. 100% fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
What kills me is the excuse of, because of that, they can't make or give payable wages to their employees. The whole point of a good business at one point was taking the money, and yes, the owner took a large chunk of it, but then reinvested money into the company, into the employees, to get tax breaks and things like that. And
doesn't happen anymore. They just get taxed. But one thing I find funny is they're trying to the plan to raise minimum wage to $15 an hour is by 2025, which $15 an hour by then would be equal to $9.50 now. And it's just like, are you fucking serious? So you're just always going to be
10 years behind.
10 years behind. So everyone else except for the elite can be in fucking debt and poverty.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, they are recording. They were recording for a while.
It's okay.
Right, it's okay.
Nobody knows him. They only know that your name is Corey, and
I just don't want to get too political on the stream. That's all.
That's okay. Like I said, any views expressed on Beholding Dice does not reflect Beholding Dice as a whole, or Dungeons and Dragons.
He's a Republican.
But to make things more clear, Sleepy, every state is different, but there's also a federal minimum wage that hasn't been touched since I think '77.
Well, that's what just started increasing. So the federal minimum wage right now is nine
flat.
It's increased every year.
Federal minimum is $7.25.
Yeah.
And it hasn't increased since the 2000s.
Oh, it hasn't increased since the 2000s. I thought it was the 77s for some reason. 70s for some reason.
Oh wow, it still is $7.25. I guess I haven't made $7.25 in so long.
I've never made $7.25. Even my first job, I made $9.
No, I made $7.25 my first job.
Oh, that's in pounds.
Yeah. Shout out to Sonic. Almost everybody's first job. Other than them, I guess fast food.
I never worked for Sonic. Oh.
I guess fast food in general is everybody's first job.
Yeah.
But that's also a lot of people's final job. The whole idea that McDonald's, we're bragging on McDonald's a lot, but this goes for all fast food chains. But the whole idea that this is a starter job and that you shouldn't be making as much money is bullshit, because there's so many people that are just their lives have gone in a way that this is their place of work. And I see as many adults at McDonald's or Wendy's or Subway as I do teenagers.
Yeah. Well, my aunt, she's been working for McDonald's for, as far as I know, she's still working there, so almost 30 years now. And
some people enjoy it.
You know, she started out as an employee. She moved up. She became a general manager at one of the stores there. She makes, I want to say, 50 or 60K a year.
That's nice.
Because she's up north, and she made money, but she also traveled between 7 stores for a while, helping them out and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then she was passed over for the regional manager 3 times. So last I knew, she was really angry, so I don't know what she's doing with it, but I don't really talk to my family.
Right.
But I know she's been passed over for the regional manager a few times.
But I just don't like that. Oh, well, if you worked in fast food, you don't deserve to be paid good enough money where you can live by yourself, or you can have a modest. No one's even asking.
Most of those people are the ones that expect their kid to live with them until they're 20 or 25. I mean, I was out and on my own I tried leaving when I was 17 and spent 5 months on my own at 17, but before all types of craziness in my family happened. But anyways, I moved out just after I turned 18 and graduated high school, and I was paying $450 a month in rent in 2000.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's a lot.
I mean, it would probably be $650 or $700 wherever you were now. I don't know what the cost of living is in your state, but that would be in Arkansas. But Arkansas is really low cost of living.
Single bedroom apartments downtown Kalamazoo, upwards from $1,000 a month. And
they didn't know where Corey lived until just now.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Okay, she's talking about the brand new downtown apartments that are being built right now, for the 1-bedroom townhouses and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Which townhouses are a little bit different than an apartment. Some of the apartments here in town, most of the 1-bedroom apartments in town, you can get between $550 and $700 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, non-studio apartment.
Yeah. But Sleepy, you live by yourself, right?
No, I live with my mom.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I'm actually moving out at the beginning of September.
Oh, okay. For this whole time I thought you had a place by yourself. Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if you made enough money to be able to support yourself on your own in Canada.
I do, yeah. I was going to school, so I was making enough at my job that if I worked full time, it wouldn't be an issue. But I was working part time for a long time, so I've actually just been working full time for the last 2 or 3 months now at my new job in order to move out. So, but yeah, minimum wage where I live is $15 an hour.
Yeah.
I just checked. I converted it. It's 11.
Or is it?
It's provincial, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we have one of the highest. Maybe Quebec is higher. Quebec's weird like that.
Probably Quebec, yeah. Because that's where your capital is, right?
No, it's in Ontario. No, Ontario, they don't give a fuck. There's so many immigrants in, to be honest with you, there's so many immigrants in Ontario, they probably wouldn't want to increase the minimum wage.
Okay.
Save so much inexpensive labor.
I don't know what
Ontario's fucked. Sorry, the mayor of Toronto, he's now the leader of the Conservative, I can't.
Wasn't the mayor of Toronto the guy that was
smoke crack and shit?
Smoke crack? Yeah.
Prostitute? Yeah.
And PCP?
Yeah, he did a bunch of shit. He's dead now. I think his brother's running now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the guy that I'm not. He's been attacking. So actually, Alberta has the highest minimum wage right now in dollars now.
Oh, okay, that's
actually,
cool.
Ontario is pretty high. Ontario is 14. Quebec's only $12.50.
Oh, fuck Quebec and their French ways.
Yo, Quebec has a lot of cool shit. I want to go see the Ice Hotel. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
I've heard of it. I didn't know that's where it was.
Yeah, dude, it's in I think it's in Montreal, and yeah, they make a giant looking castle basically out of ice, and you can just stay there. And they have a bunch of cool festivals and get syrup on snow in like a cone.
I would just
You
want
looking up-
Jägermeister on tap, like the commercials.
Ooh, that would be cool. I didn't know that was a thing. I love myself some cold Jaeger though.
Hot days and keeping that on.
I'm looking at pictures of the ice hotel now. That looks really cool.
Or going down money, right?
Like
Oh, yeah.
Montreal would be like I think if you had to
Check
come as a
the
tourist, it's either like Montreal or like the Rocky Mountains and like BC, Alberta,
Right.
because like those are like my personal favorite part. I guess the East Coast is cool too. I don't know. Just don't go really
East
far
Coast
north.
is probably cool. Except for
Yeah.
Newfoundland. I heard that Newfies are weird.
Yeah, Newfies are everybody from the East Coast is weird. I'm not gonna lie, but they're,
I
they're
did-
nice
I did-
people.
I did have a friend. There was a friend in our Destiny clan that was from Newfoundland.
That was weird, right?
Nani. Do you remember Nani? She might have been past your time.
I feel like I remember seeing the name, but I don't know if I ever played it.
She was a Newfie.
Yo, they have so much weird slang. Like I seen it.
Oh,
Like
really?
instead of like saw this, it's like I seen it.
I seen it. Yeah.
I
That,
seen-
You do realize
It's like
there's
a
about
southern thing, too.
15 or 20 different English languages within the United States itself. There's, if you actually look at it technically,
Really?
yeah, because the English language that's in the basically is from Ohio east and north is considered one form of English because there's a lot of slang words that are not found and a lot of like weird pronunciations and weird ways that it's actually taught. If you go south of that over through just past what's the state next to Mississippi? My brain is not working right now.
Alabama or Louisville.
To the west.
That would be Arkansas and Louisiana.
Okay, so if you go from Arkansas up and around through like Ohio, Indiana, and that area, that's considered another fully formed different type of English because they have a lot of Creole that's added to it, and there's a lot of Southern dialect that's a
No,
lot
Creole
different
would be
than
Louisiana. Louisiana
but I'm
is
saying,
very different.
like
than-
those 8 states all have a lot of overlap to it, so it's considered another form of English that's mainly spoken in that area because of the different dialects and things like that.
And I was wondering,
there-
are you thinking of dialects, or are you actually thinking of actual languages?
The way that the thing promoted it was language, but it's dialects. There's
Yeah.
because there's there's a European dialect of English or whatever. So I guess I should say dialect. Excuse me.
No, you're fine.
And then you've got your west, and then there's one up in Washington area. Those 4 states have a completely different one, and then there's the general one that most everybody at least hears, knows, and talks about is the Overloop Hoard. We were learning about that when I was taking a religious studies class. It's kind of interesting.
It's crazy how many different dialects there are in the U.S. alone. I wonder if Canada is the same. Yeah, I mean, there's
Probably
always the
sort of
joke
Western.
about Canada that Canada always sounds like a boot.
Yeah, like I mean, and there is more probably languages because like different
Yeah.
provinces have different official like so like is it Nunavut? One of the
Yeah.
territories has like 20 languages, 20 official languages.
The Northern Territories, probably.
Yeah, because it has a bunch of different like Inuit and First Nations languages
Oh, Dudley's
because they're
here.
very. Oh hey Dudley.
I don't know if he's in the
Hello.
chat. Oh, there he is. Okay. We're also waiting on Brainor, who just got off work 30 minutes ago, and he has a commute.
I'm here.
Oh, you're Brainor's here.
He's been here. He joined in when you guys were started like halfway through talking about minimum wage.
Oh, my bad.
I'm sorry. We
God.
can get on and do other things besides talking about that
Sex.
CX. Sorry, what were we talking about, Sleepy? We were talking about different dialects in Canada.
Yeah, we have it. Like less so for English, but just because there's a lot of other languages that are mixed in. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of varies from. Apparently, there's a Calgary accent too. My brother has it. I
Oh,
can't
really?
really- That's what his linguist friend said.
You have a pretty neutral
don't really have an
accent.
I consume too much media.
Yeah.
I
You
feel
have
so
like a
sorry for you.
newscaster accent. You feel sorry for people who don't have accents?
No, I just feel sorry for having too much.
Mm.
Oh yeah. I was
Am I breaking up again?
You're breaking up a little bit, yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, Bertha! Look at her butt.
Get one of your kids like wired headsets instead of the Bluetooth one. Maybe that'll help.
It is a wired headset.
Oh. I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
Shitty ass Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If
That
it was
might
a if it was a Bluetooth headset, it wouldn't even work on Discord. Discord doesn't like Bluetooth headsets.
Oh, doesn't it?
I got mine did for a long time.
Yeah, he used his on his phone for a long time.
Huh. It may work on
Yeah.
phones then, but I know if I've tried to use a Bluetooth headset on my computer, and it would just Discord would just completely freak out.
Weird.
Well, see, my wired one won't work on my computer while I'm running Roll20.
Mm.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, my internet. Hell, I'm pulling 50 megs, and
Oh, you should be fine. I'm only at 10. And I'm streaming
yeah,
this
I'm
shit.
pulling 50. I'm pulling 50, and it's
If
like
you ever
kicking my
wonder
ass.
why the quality is so bad on YouTube and on Facebook, it's because I'm only pulling 10 megs.
If you've got good internet, it may actually be an issue with your input sensitivity. It may be too high. So like when you start to speak a little softer in a sentence, it will cut off because you're below the input sensitivity.
Help me!
Oh, that's a good
Okay,
point.
well, well, it says automatically determine input sensitivity.
Yeah,
So-
if
Turn that shit
you
down.
uncheck that, then you can manually put in the input sensitivity.
Yeah, the
if you
bar should
uncheck that
show up.
first. Yeah, and then you
Alright,
can
well,
change the bar around to where
How
it'll
does that
capture
sound?
most viewers.
I mean,
Sound
sounds
better?
good. You haven't broken up yet.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, you're speaking a
All
little
right,
bit.
so
a little bit.
what I'm
lower
doing is
now.
I'm actually dropping my sensitivity. The lower I go, it seems like it's getting better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
And you don't have much
Okay.
like. You have a little bit of background noise, but it's not that bad. Like, I think we can hear Eden. Oh, sorry, to name drop. But I think we hear your wife fiddling around in the background.
Oh, I'm sure. If you can't hear that, then there's a problem.
There was Colton there
You
for a
can't
second.
hear her going crazy back there. You just got
No,
issues.
that was
Talk
actually
about.
my mother-in-law.
Oh. Oh, she has
She
quite a
is-
voice.
Well, she was talking to Colton, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, she was talking.
I
to
like how
Colton.
you put that. She has quite the voice.
Yeah. That's the
The nicest way to
Arkansan.
say she's being a loudmouth.
That's
There
the
you go.
Arkansan,
Oh,
like, bless her heart type of
Yeah.
insult.
Bless your heart.
You sweet little thing, you.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that seems to have done it, so you don't seem to be cutting out anymore.
perfect.
The bad thing is that you're constantly on. Or you're constantly inputting. Which is not a bad thing, per se. Corey is usually constantly inputting.
Well, can you hear the chimes and the jingles of my child's show in the background?
No.
No, it's like shuffling.
I can
Alright,
hear it
well.
very faintly, but it's very hard to hear.
That's probably me doing the shuffling. I'm moving around. I can't sit still very much.
Oh, that's fine. That's probably it then. Okay.
Okay. Is
We can
everybody here?
actually get to Dungeons and Dragons now. Are you guys ready?
Yay!
An hour late,
I'm ready.
but sure, let's go.
43
sorry.
minutes late. We're good. Oh, technically 35 minutes
sorry.
late because we started late anyways because I had to restart my computer. But
I'm
welcome to
sorry.
Beholding Dice. This is Hoard of the Dragon Queen. I am Arkanraptor, your resident DM. This is session XD10, I believe. Let's go around the table and introduce our characters, starting with Sleepy.
Hey, I'm Sleepy Kodama. I play Rogar Sparklegem Knackle in this game. is a dragonborn paladin
One
with
second,
a
let me bring
royal
him up.
sword and a what's it called? A summoned giant lizard as a steed.
Name Mort. All right, Brainor. Tell us about Brainor. You might be muted, Brainor. Or you might have stepped away from the computer because we weren't talking about Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, let's go to Deadly. Deadly, tell us about Aiden.
Alrighty, I am Deadly. I am playing Aiden Frostwind, who is a Beastmaster Ranger Rogue, and his furry companion is named Cassius, who is a Black Panther.
Oh, I forgot, before we even begin, you need to start leveling up your character. Because we leveled up last
we got
session.
to level 6 last session.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
So
Really?
he's been sitting here for this long and we didn't tell him that?
Yeah, we forgot.
So what is our experience points now?
14,062.
You guys just barely
Don't
got
worry,
over 14.
fine. Just a little behind. Oh.
Yeah. Aiden
Don't
missed
talk
our
about
last
my butt
session,
like
which
that.
I haven't posted to YouTube or Facebook, so sorry about that.
Yeah.
I promised to post it like on the Saturday before last, but I just haven't yet. Corey, tell us about Quag.
Quag, he is our resident turtle. He just got done having a fun little orgy of sex playtime in the last inn that we were in. Fun around, and
Yeah.
he's also a passive. He is their way of tranquility. So he tries to be nice and sweet and tranquil.
Not in the bedroom.
Not in the bedroom. That's a whole nother story.
All right, Falco, tell us about Kane.
Hi, I'm Falco, and I play Kane, who is he's a high elf artificer, and he's got his fun little robot son, who's a samurai.
Who is 6 foot and 250 pounds.
Yep.
Drawn by Warasak Savanarak.
Yeah, I don't even try on that last part. Warasak, you can read the last name.
It's on the stream. Don't worry. Brainor, are you back? Well, we can while we wait for Brainor. Is he in the chat at all?
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not muted.
While we wait for Brainor, I guess we can help Aiden or help Deadly level up his character.
Level up, level up. Oh.
Yeah.
He's taking his
I
level on the
have-
road.
I have the player's handbook. If you want to use Character Mancer, I don't
That's what I'm
have.
using.
Oh, okay. I don't have Xanthar's Guide to Everything or anything like that. So,
Have you by
and
chance taking your 3rd level into Rogue?
Do what?
I'm just asking if you're gonna be a 3rd level Rogue now, or if you're taking another level into Ranger. Or what?
no, he was only a 1st level rogue.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm only first level.
Oh,
rogue.
gotcha.
Yeah, no, he just did it for the
So-
sneak attack.
Well, no, I actually did it because I wanted it. I just wanted it.
No, for
But,
like just character reasons.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You
somebody
take,
is
I
doing
can
dishes
choose-
in the back.
I can choose a second level spell.
Yeah,
That's
and you have 2 attacks now,
Hold on, I can choose a second level spell.
Hell yeah, you can.
and you can replace one of your current spells for a 2nd level spell.
Boom. I just got it. I just got dark vision.
He's like orgasm.
You did just to get dark vision. We're gonna. The stream is gonna watch you level up. By the way, I'm on
Okay.
your character sheet.
I don't care.
And you
Don't
now have
bother
2
me.
attacks.
You have Animal Friendship, Cure Wounds, Hunter's Bark, and Dark Vision.
What is Long Strider?
Increases your movement speed by 10 feet for an hour.
It's not that great.
Well, you know what? We're not. It's not.
Hey,
that great.
you know, I've got 15 feet of movement speed extra. I'm happy.
Yeah, that's true.
But the thing about long stride is it's not concentration, so it can be pretty
My
useful.
little turtle can run himself a little extra fast.
But he can also use Cassius to like run anything down, because Cassius has a movement
yeah.
speed of what, 40?
I think
30 feet.
50
I think
feet.
Panthers have a 50 feet movement
He
speed.
has a climb.
Well,
He has a
it's
climb
without
speed
a
of 40 feet.
without trace.
That's cool. That means that you, whenever you're traveling, like behind you, there's no tracks. There's no evidence
wow,
that
yeah.
you've been.
Oh,
I
pass
certainly
without
would be
trace?
like
Yeah.
sneaky.
Oh
I'm-
yeah, and also pass without trace adds +10 to everyone's stealth roll within 30 feet of you.
Oh,
Woohoo!
I just
We're
think
Yeah.
of the critical roll powder pass without a trace.
Oh no, that's dust of disappearance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pass without
Okay,
trace
so-
adds +10 to everyone's stealth
That's
while they're
actually
within 30
that's
feet of you,
really nice.
including yourself. So
Alright, let's see. Hmm.
You could locate animals or plants.
you could take healing spirit, even though it's not on the spell list, which is very powerful healing spell.
Yeah. If you want to go with, but I don't think he'll be able to. Well, yeah, I think he'll be able to move on in Character Mancer without picking it. What is Cordon
Okay.
of Arrows?
I
I
think I
think
just broke Character Mancer.
No, you didn't. What'd you do?
I did. I went backwards. I broke it
Why'd you go backwards?
because I wanted to look. I don't even know what
Cordon of
is.
Arrows lets you essentially make a minefield of arrows.
That sounds
Yeah.
nice.
I'm a badass. So I don't
You
need
can stick arrows in the ground, and then when somebody walks into that, they just shoot up and shoot the person who walks into it.
that. Oh well, that kind of sounds cool, but
Are things moving for you as I'm moving Character Mancer around?
no. I hope not.
Those things should be.
I'm not seeing
Try
anything move.
refreshing the page.
If I refresh the page, it's gonna log me out.
No, it won't. And I've got your Character Mancer open, so
All right. So do you see what I'm doing? Then
try to do something, like go back or forth.
well, hold on. I really don't want that one. Why did it add it back? There it goes.
No, I don't see
Ah.
anything that you're doing. So don't think that you. I mean, you're connected. You have your
Oh,
name
yeah, I'm
plate
connected.
down.
Yep, I'm awesome. So we're just gonna go apply changes, and it's gonna build my character, and we're gonna go with this.
Well, I want you
I can
to.
barely hear him.
Well, you need to turn up your headphones.
Do
Well,
I?
it's coming through my TV, and it's as loud as it goes.
Oh,
Is that Dudley talking?
Yes.
Yeah,
you
he's up
can
to
you
200%.
you can change his volume in Discord.
He's
go-
at 200%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can't hardly hear me.
No, I can hear you now, but before when you were talking, it sounded like you were talking like this and like on your phone.
Well,
I
he was
probably
kind of
was.
talking to himself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, so he was just talking very softly. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have just only heard him because I have huge ear covering headphones on me right now. So I'm listening to.
I mean, like I said, I
everything.
heard him. It was just very like distant.
Gotcha. Yeah, he was just talking to himself.
Bye.
Stop talking to yourself, Hooker.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
I know you do very well too, from what I understand.
Well, I was a lineman.
Sasha said she had a gay old time.
Oh,
I think Drano's back now.
Brenner, are you back?
Sorry,
No, you're good.
I might- passed out for a little bit.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired.
Do you need to go to bed? You can.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, Brainerd,
He
tell us
was
about
ignoring
Brainerd.
us. We fell asleep.
Oh, yep. Brainor is an ASMR cleric. Praises Salune.
Cool.
Praise Salute.
We're also just waiting for Deadly to level up. While this is happening,
I'm done.
Okay, great.
Uh,
Then we can recap last week. Who wants to recap last week? Or not last week, the week before last.
not me.
Session
I can do
XT9. Okay, what happened? I'll tell you if you're wrong
so
or
last,
not.
yep. So last time, we made the deal with the lumberjack guys to follow the cultist after we learned that's the way they were going. That's where they were disguising themselves out. We made our way to the roadhouse, which is where a lot of the construction is going in place. We met a half orc who runs the whole joint, and we slowly started to get a feel of the place. We found that all of the cultist things are being stored in a secret room that was locked at night, and we found that Mr. Orkman had the key. And so after two of the party have a lot of sex and we do some work on a road, we ended up doing a little espionage mission. Open the lock and take a look inside, find that there's a secret passage in there, and so now all of our party are descending to the secret passage to figure out what's going on. Also, there was a lot of gambling.
There was. I learned how to play craps.
Yeah. I learned that I probably shouldn't gamble
You're
ever.
back.
We are a terrible group of,
Yeah, you guys are the only hope of this world.
I've learned that my bad luck transfers into Kane, and Kane gained money and then lost money.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
As long
Except he
as
lost more than
you
he won.
bring what you are okay with losing.
Yeah.
That's my policy with any gambling or any casinos or anything like that.
Kane was just doing it to get information. He didn't really care about the money.
Are there casinos in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. Are
yeah,
they
like
run
the-
by native people? The native people, like
some of them
America
are.
is?
Some of them are.
Oh, okay.
We have one that I know of. That's for sure the Griegle. That's it's actually on a reserve. I think it's just on the corner of the reserve.
Oh, you guys still have reserves as well? I mean, we do obviously.
I was
Yeah,
saying,
man.
Because I didn't know
Yeah.
if you guys had a Thomas Jefferson like push and hatred of the native peoples. Like
Yeah,
we
so
did.
actually shout out while I'm here because I should territorial acknowledgement that I'm playing this D&D game from Treaty 7 land, Canada.
from where?
Treaty 7 land.
Treaty 7 land.
So mostly like Susina. There's some other, but mostly Susina. Or Susina. I was mispronounced.
Well, that's awesome.
Cool. I
Thank you.
am playing this game along the Trail of Tears. So so there's that.
Oh, just the way that you put that was like, I'm kind of embarrassed, but this is where I'm playing right now.
I'm kind of embarrassed to be existing on this land that isn't technically mine. Yeah, that was a great. You get a point of inspiration for that recap
Yeah.
because that was very good.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had one before.
Yeah.
You
I
guys
didn't, so
are
I used it.
descending into a inky darkness of a earthen passageway that's supported by many wooden beams because it's very soft earth. And those of you with dark vision know this. And also, Brainor created a light where Leaf, who has not joined us tonight, for some reason, I don't know why, made a impromptu flashlight with two glasses. So you have a red flashlight and somebody with goggles and let them see in the dark, made by Kane.
Rogar has goggles of night, let him see in the dark, and Kane casts dark vision on Quag. And Aiden's the only one without dark vision at the moment.
Except he can cast dark vision. Did you choose dark vision as your second level spell? Deadly?
You can make stepped away.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So yeah, where would you... Oh, I'm echoing. Hello? Where's Echo? Let me check where
It's
that's
coming.
Testing.
That's some echo.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming from Deadly.
Yeah, it's from Deadly. He probably put his headset like right next to the speaker.
Muted himself. We're good.
Okay, cool. Should we wait for Deadly? I mean, what would you guys like to do? You guys are in unfamiliar territory. It is the dead of night. You guys just found a secret passage. You going down?
Of course we're going down.
Yeah, I say yeah, but sneakily.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys are going down the passage. What's the? All right. There's only enough room for you guys to walk. Some of you can walk two abreast.
I'm in the front.
Kane and Braynor could probably walk two abreast, and Eden could probably, but Rogar and Quag.
I'd probably go in the back.
Anybody with any sort of real armor or anything can only move.
I got
one
armor.
at a time.
I got chainmail.
Oh no, yeah, you do. Sorry, I was thinking of Wizard Braynor,
Yeah.
Hey,
not Cleric
by the way,
Braynor. Yes.
Leaf will be joining us in a bit.
Oh, should we wait? I mean, we already waited
Oh, you?
an hour.
I think we
You go
can
ahead.
continue.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
He'll catch up.
Yeah. Kane
He's got a
will want,
flashlight. He's good.
Kane will want to be towards the front with Mastov.
Okay, who's in front?
Braynor
Braynor. Then
with that stellar 19 AC.
Probably Kane and
got it.
Mastov behind him.
okay, Braynor, Kane, Mastov.
I will probably go in the back as protection for our anybody that needs protection.
In the rear.
So that way we don't get, pincered.
You like it? You like being in the rear, don't you?
Ooh, baby, you know it.
You failed your praise to Lune and the Swiggy Swiggy. I'm coming for that booty.
I know.
That sucks.
At least I'm failing those now, and hopefully nothing else later.
So Aiden is in the middle, I guess, after Mastov.
That's probably correct because
I'm wherever y'all want me to be at. I'm gonna throw some dark vision out there very soon, and
Where's
we're gonna
Rogar at?
See how it
Oh
goes.
yes, where is
I'll
Rogar?
probably hang in the back with Quake.
Okay.
So I'm another guy, and I'm noisy.
All right, that is good to know.
Mastov will.
I'm trying to
will,
be quiet.
Mastov will try and be close to Aiden because Mastov can protect people.
Really? I need protecting now.
Ooh.
I mean, do you want to have? Do you not want the disadvantage on attacks against you, or?
I'll just take all the disadvantages you'll throw out there, but okay.
I
Whatever
mean,
you
I'm
say,
gonna have disadvantage on stealth rolls anyways. Because
No, you're
chainmail is
not.
noisy too.
So, how many second level spells can I spell slots do I have?
2. You have 2.
Ooh.
So you can cast Dark Vision twice.
No, I can do pass without trace and increase
Ooh, 14.
the stealth.
Yeah, that would be good.
Bam,
Okay,
bitches.
you can do that.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
Would you guys like to be stealthy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 10
My monster 14 stealth right now.
19 stealth.
Oh, I got 14.
So 24.
So 24.
All right.
20.
Good. And also roll for Mastoff. And are you bringing Cassius?
Always. I'm always bringing Cassius.
25 for my stuff.
Okay.
27 for
roll.
Riven.
Yeah, what are we doing
Mas-
about Mort?
I think Mort's still in the.
He's still in the stables.
Yeah. I have. Speaking of which, I'm. What's it called? I have a telepathic link with him. Like this.
So
Is
that
it-
would be a
is he okay?
26.
I want to
for,
check on him.
Cassius.
Telepathic.
He saw it. Does it only
And
convey like feelings and empathy, or let me check.
Well, it just says I can communicate telepathically with him.
He's wondering where you are. He's asking where you are.
Tell him it's okay. It's okay. Let me know if he hears a commotion stir up, like he hears like people go into the treasure.
By the way, did you close the door behind you whenever you guys went through the into
I would expect so.
the locker room?
Yes, we would have.
Yeah, it's probably a smart idea.
We didn't
Kick it open.
lock it, obviously, but
You can't lock it, yeah,
We
because it was a
closed it.
padlock on the other side. Okay. And I'm assuming you're closing the box
yes.
that enclosed the passageway. So now you're in complete inky utter darkness. With
It's so
a red
dark
flashlight.
in here.
Okay.
I can see just fine.
Same here. And so can Quag and Rogar.
This is where Riven thrives. Her 120 feet of dark vision.
Alright, so you guys go through this tunnel very stealthily.
Man, even Mastop has dark vision.
Everybody in this crew has dark vision now. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay. So, everybody is moving through this long passageway very stealthily. And the only sounds that you hear are the mud squelching in your boots as you're passing through. Make a perception check. Who's in front? Brainor.
Sorry, also
So me and Riven, we'll both, since she's on my shoulder.
Correct.
in this cave there hasn't been any like branches off the side, right? Has it been like one common?
Have there been any what? I'm sorry?
Have there been any of the other like tunnels or like paths branching off, or has it just been like straight the whole way through?
It's been straight the whole way through. And you guys have traveled about a mile at this point.
Oh, I can't talk to more.
Would you have had him like leave and try to follow you?
No, I would have told him to.
I mean,
But
I think you can recall him, like dismiss him and recall
Yeah,
him.
I can dismiss him and recall him if I need to, but I'm gonna leave him there in case we go back. And I don't want to make anything suspicious, like where the fuck did the giant lizard go?
Right. The stable boys are going to be so confused.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
dispute.
So you guys go about the length of a mile, and it's pretty slow going because you guys are being stealthy, and also the ground is very sticky and very just hard to traverse. And you see a reddish pinpoint prick of light ahead of you. What would you like to do?
Everybody get down. Shh.
Yeah.
A pinprick of light.
There's not really much. I mean, you can hide. The wooden beams aren't very thick, so you can't really hide behind them. And they're also inset into the earth. And like I said, it's a pretty narrow passageway, so I don't know.
I'm gonna send Riven forward
A veil of shadows and silence radiates
and look through her
from me,
eyes.
so I think we're good.
Okay, you look through Riven's eyes, and the pinprick opens up, and you see that it's actually the light of dawn, and it is an opening to the outside.
Hmm.
I just want to freak you guys out a little bit.
All right, then Riven's gonna come back, and we're gonna move forward, and Riven's gonna start cuddling up to try to get some sleep, because she does not like the daytime.
She is nocturnal, not diurnal.
Hmm.
All right, you guys come out into the Mirror of Dead Men. It is
Damn it.
swampy, and there's ivy everywhere, as well as, and the air is humid. It feels, I mean, only a few of you have lived in the South, so you only know this feeling, but as soon as you went outside, it felt like, as soon as you got outside, as soon as you went outside, it felt like a damp cloth has been placed on your face. And
Oh my god, every day here.
it's like you're being
Yeah,
waterboarded by the air.
That's basically Kansas.
Thank you.
That's basically Georgia.
Yeah,
Right here in
okay,
the
so
swamp area.
anything lower than Michigan probably has had that experience.
Yeah.
Hey, now we had 100 and some degree weather.
Yeah,
It just wasn't-
we're talking about
5
humidity.
minutes.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say it wasn't the creamy, milky sliminess that you're talking about, though.
No.
But if you live near one of the lakes when it's really hot out, it is very, very muggy.
Okay.
Where
that
I'm
makes
at,
sense.
I'm
So
right
I've
next
got to
the
ask.
coast, so
I've
that
got to
might be-
ask. Where did that creamy, milky, slimy come from?
It's not.
Because my mind just shot
The-
perversion.
Did your mind just immediately go to come? Like, just immediately? I didn't even think about that.
Oh my god.
Well, he
Like
knows my
perversion
conversation
witch.
normally outside of this, probably. So, no, I was
And
not talking
inside.
about that.
And inside.
Although it does give that same sticky feeling that you feel in the deep south. You've offended my poor little sentiments. My sweet little gayness is offended by that. That you would think I would think about that dirtiness.
Okay, you guys come out of the passageway amongst the roots of a large willow tree. And the craggy roots are somewhat hiding the exit out of this passageway. And Bragnar, make another perception check. Or everybody can make perception checks. And this is really easy. So unless everybody just critically fails. Alright, yeah, you guys are good. You see Claude prints about human-sized, leaving the passageway deep set into the muddy earth, leaving a trail outside the passageway.
So like into the swamp, sorry, or
Like
around
into the swamp, further in, and
As in, let's follow the weird trail of creepy feet.
it? Like, can we see it under the swamp, or does it like disappear?
It seems to follow the quote-unquote dry land, which even the dry land is soggy. But
It's slimy.
yeah, exactly. There's just a clear path of these taloned, foot-long footprints.
Does it look like anything Kanan's seen before?
Make a. I mean, I don't really know Kane's history. And animal handling check?
Why not a nature check?
Or nature check? Nature check.
Yeah. All right. Much better.
These look to be
I'm
reptilian.
going to use my inspiration.
Oh, okay. You know them to be from lizard folk.
Lizard folk.
Oh, and
Double
also,
lizard folk.
Time to do
if
some work.
you may remember, which wasn't part of our recap, the boxes, the crates that were stored in the lock room, in the strong room, that were property of the cultists that had pilfered treasure inside were marked with a mark of a lizard folk god.
That's right. I forgot about that.
You lose your inspiration.
Oh.
No, it's fine. That was a
It's,
very minor detail.
It's time to do some tracking then.
So, yeah, should we like follow, or should we wait for more cultists and like directly follow the people, or should we just go down this trail?
I'm going to follow it, is what I would prefer.
Follow?
It's up to you guys.
I would say follow the lizard folk. Is it something that I would recognize, being that I'm dealing with water and in the fun little oceans and stuff?
You would recognize that these are very heavily set into a soggy earth. You would notice that your boot prints don't go in as far. Maybe Rogar's does, but
Okay.
and maybe yours is. How heavy are you?
I am.
How heavy are turtles?
They're medium size. I didn't put my weight in there. Hold on a second. I didn't realize that. I did, but
That's a super minor detail that not even really thought about. I didn't know if turtles are especially heavy or not, but Rogar is probably going almost as deep, and but everybody else seems to be
Yeah.
not
If,
making as much of an impression.
if we're gonna follow this, I'm gonna dismiss.
I'm
Mary.
probably around 350, 400 pounds.
Okay, you're also making quite an impression, about the same depth as these footprints, and you know lizard folk to be human size, slightly smaller, and soaking wet, probably 90 to 110 pounds. They're very lithe and reptilian.
If we're going to be tracking them, who out of us is the best at tracking things?
Me,
All right.
the ranger.
The ranger.
The ranger.
All right. If you believe yourself good at tracking things, then I can assist minorly. And he pats Aiden on the shoulder, and Aiden has guidance now.
Okay, Aiden, make a survival check. It's very easy.
Yeah, guy. It's a 10.
All right, cool. With a 10, you're able to follow the path very clearly. It is slow going, much like as it was in the underground passageway. You guys are trudging along, squelching through this muddy expanse. And
Sorry, and as we left, I would have dismissed Mort, and then I would have cast Find Seed again. And I'd have him fall.
all right, Mort, as he pops in, he is immediately happy. He goes into the water's edge and immediately rolls around and covers himself in mud. Unless you tell him not to.
I just tell him don't fall behind.
Okay. If reptiles can smile, he's smiling. And he seems to be even more agile in this swampy landscape than he was on dry land.
Yeah, I didn't want him to miss out on the swamp once he started talking about lizard folk. He could be good for him.
Mhm. He seems very at home. Okay, so you guys go about 2 miles, and nothing seems out of place. It is now full morning. It's been about an hour since you left the passageway. You go another 2 miles, and everything seems to be fine. Sorry, you go another 4 miles. No, 2 miles, and it's been 2 hours. So now it's been 4 hours. So now is the sun is getting close to noon. All right. You only did that because I rolled a 19. Ooh, okay.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I don't like that reaction.
That's too scary of a ooh ooh.
I see whatever's coming from a mile away.
Thank you, Brainer.
In the distance,
You're about to kill us.
in the middle of this trail, you see a large mound of ivy and grass
Oh,
and decaying plant life. And everybody situate yourself on this island here.
okay, but where's this mound?
It will be right
Oh,
here.
that.
Yeah, situate yourself
so-
over here. The mound is here in the middle. And I will
Do I
say,
notice how deep? Do I notice how deep the swamp might be looking, or can I tell?
you're with your turtliness. Even though it's very murky, you can tell that at worst it's knee deep.
Okay.
The water you see on the map is difficult terrain. The islands, even though they are muddy and wet. Oh, let me put more on the bottom. There you go. So you're riding more.
Yes.
Even though the islands are muddy, they are not difficult terrain.
Okay.
I thought about there's not really a rule for this of extra difficult terrain, or else that would what the water would be. But as a turtle, you recognize you don't see anything more than
Okay.
knee deep.
I was basically wanting to see if it was deep enough that I could jump and swim in and make it easier to get to wherever I was. But if it's just knee deep, then
I remember this thing.
This may be familiar to those of you who played in the very beginning of Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
god.
this almost killed Officer.
It's almost killed everybody. But you guys
Yeah.
were only level 1 then.
Oh no, we were level 2.
You were level 2.
We were level 2.
So everybody, roll initiative.
Ooh.
So I
Yeah,
can't
Sleepy
remember.
got a
Does
good one.
Cassius run off of my initiative, or
Yes.
Cassius has his own initiative?
No, actually, I believe he has his own initiative. Initiative.
That's what I was
No.
I
He goes off your
think
initiative.
masters are off of his, then the
Yeah,
leaders have their own.
Because you can use your bonus action to have him attack or do an action.
That's right.
We homebrewed Beastmaster Ranger a little bit. If you're watching.
Oh wait, sorry. So do I need to roll a separate initiative for more, or can I have a move on my turn?
If you're riding him, then he moves on your initiative. If you guys separate, he would have to roll his own initiative.
Okay.
Because even though you guys are telepathically linked, you guys aren't. You guys aren't like, yeah. You guys don't share the same movement speed or agility and stuff like that. So, Kane, what would you like to do?
Yeah, it's easily out there. So Kane is going to use his movement to just pop over this island and.
First, make a perception check. Did you make a perception check earlier?
Okay. I did, yes. Roll 16.
You rolled 16?
Yeah.
Alright, then you notice that this mound of plant matter moved. And looks as if it's breathing.
Yeah, that's not a fan of that. Yeah. Kane is going to move up and mess tough.
Anybody higher than a 15 who already rolled perception has noticed that.
Brainer busted everybody's ass. He already knows what it is. He rolled such a like he already
I found the weak
figured
spot.
out. Yeah, he found the weak spot. He found its genitalia, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, would Kane have knowledge to believe this thing is probably hostile?
Make another nature check.
Someone's knocking on my door. Hold on.
Hang on just a second, Bob.
All right, did everybody just go silent or what?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it got real quiet.
Sorry, somebody knocked on Falco's door, so we're just waiting on him.
All right, so
You're fine.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to make that a 16.
Then yes, you know if you get within 60 feet of it, it will come and try to consume you.
Okay, then being within 30 feet of it, he's rather concerned for his safety. So yeah, it's probably gonna be better. He's gonna cast arcane weapon on his sword, preemptively,
Okay.
and he's going to just toss out a firebolt at it. Yeah.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes, you can.
Does anybody have any extra cloth?
Have what?
This might be. Oh, I thought you meant out of game. In game, you need to wait until your turn. Are you yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll just wait until my turn.
Yes.
That's an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. Your firebolt seems to not even singe the plant matter. It seems to hit a piece of bark. Sam, dude.
Well, that's all I got until it moves closer.
Sam. Sorry, I talked to my dog like a person. I hate people who do baby voices with animals. I don't know. Yeah, that's not my thing. I talk to him like a goddamn man. But I mean, I guess I don't hate people who do that. I just don't prefer that. But we have somebody living with us right now, who we're helping out. Much like you, Corey. So
much fun.
The dogs are might be a little bit more crazy than usual during this session.
You're fine.
And for the next few sessions. All right, so is that your end of your turn, Kane?
Yeah, that's movement, bonus action, and solve it.
Awesome. Brainor, what would you like to do?
I'm going to take my full movement.
Why do my monsters always roll shitty initiative? It only rolled a 7. It was last in initiative. Sorry, so go ahead.
So as
You-
close as I can get.
You counted that it's difficult terrain through the water, correct?
Oh, I did not.
Yes.
So
That blue and green murkiness is difficult terrain.
okay. So
If you need to just count it out, that's fine.
okay, hold on. It's about there. And I'm going to use my bonus action real quick to cast. Where is it? I just saw it. Shield off Faith.
Okay. That brings
So-
your already 19 AC to 22?
21.
21.
21. So let me put that on real quick. Equipped. And where did my token go?
Your token's
That was
there.
weird. Don't s-
I mean,
I see it.
now there's two of you on top of each other.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't see my original one. My original
Oh.
one disappeared.
I'll delete it.
Okay.
And I'll put you
And
to
now-
the back, or I'll put Riven to the front so he can.
Yeah,
Why is
so I can
Riven
actually
almost
see.
dead?
Yeah, I think it's because it's supposed to have 4 health.
Oh.
Oh no,
Let me-
3.
Let me delete that, Riven. Oh, wait. Actually, did I just delete Riven?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's fine.
Sorry.
So let's make that
Riven's gone.
3. There we go. Anyways, so and as my action,
Oh,
I'm going
you don't
to
have.
cast-
What was your? You're out of the turn order now. So what was your initiative?
20.
And what was Riven's?
8.
Riven's was 8.
And he is perched on your shoulder, correct?
He's on my shoulder.
So he's moving.
He
with you.
probably won't do much. It's just if I need him, he's in the order.
Give me one second.
So, and for my action, Sacred Flame.
Okay, and Sacred Flame is radiant damage. All right, so he has to make
That
a
is correct.
dexterity
DC
save, which he is not great at.
15 save.
He rolled a 7.
So 16 points of radiant damage.
All right, a light shineth down from the heavens and strikes this plant matter, and you guys, all of you, feel a slight. You guys don't feel a tremor in the earth because the mud is too wet for that, but you see ripples start to move out away from this and heading towards you, and you hear a low growl.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Alright, is that the end of your turn, Brainer?
Praise the Lenny.
Personally.
That's it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
How do I make it not whisper rolls again? Brainer, how do I make it not whisper rolls?
So if you go to the character sheet, click on the gear in the top right corner. If you scroll kind of right above where it normally looks like, there's that yellow dotted line
Oh,
divider.
yes.
Right above that, there's the roll queries
Always
and
whisper
the whisper
rolls.
rolls.
Never whisper
Yeah.
rolls. Okay, we're good. Thank you.
All right.
I was looking at attributes and abilities. I was getting lost in the weeds. Alright, is that the end of your turn, Brainer?
Yeah. Yes, that is literally everything I can do.
Sleepy, what would you like to do? And
Okay.
just so you know,
Well-
since you've been seeing Mort kind of move around in... but you have Divine Shield. That's what you did. You've noticed that Mort is very agile in this landscape, and is not affected by the swamp water or the muddiness. So the swamp water is not difficult terrain for him.
Okay. And sorry, if I take the dash action, I would also double his movement speed as I go through.
See,
Because
that's a good
his
question.
movement speed is 30 feet, and so is mine. So if I took the dash action, would I be able to move 60 feet?
Well, he's moving on your initiative, so he can take the dash action without you having to take it. You're just riding him.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay.
So he can move 60 feet, and you can move an additional 60 feet if you jump off of him. That's how I believe the rules.
So would I have to take the dash? Because I just want to move 60 feet overall. So would that mean that I myself would have an after that?
No, that would mean that Mort would have to take the dash action.
If Mort takes the dash action, you can move 60 feet and still have 30 feet of movement left for yourself, not for Mort. You would have to be off of Mort.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take the dash action.
Okay.
3, 4. That's out.
He is not affected by the swamp water, so it is not difficult terrain for him.
Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot to bring myself.
Yeah, so you can
I'm
move
actually just
further
gonna move it just so I can move up, kind of to the side, and then I'm gonna cast. Having seen Brainer cast it, I'm like, that's a good idea. And I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith.
All right, that's not even you using the dash action, by the way. So if you want Mort.
Oh really?
Yeah, because this is not difficult terrain for Mort.
Oh, gotcha. Maybe it was just the way I counted it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're only from where you were. You're only 45 feet away from the creature. So you can move up right next to it if you want.
I don't know if I want to.
It's up to you.
Ah, yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll tank it.
I'll tank it, spank it.
I'm gonna come up right next to it. Cool. Yeah, and then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith. It has a thing where if I cast a spell just on myself while I'm mounted, I can also cast it on my. So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself and more.
Yeah, so Mort would have +2 AC as well.
Yes, because I need to protect him.
Yes.
And then yeah, that's no good. And I'm gonna kind of like just look at this big grassy mossy thing.
To you, it just looks like a hill, and you.
Did I see it react when it got fire or sacred flame?
When it got sacred flame, you saw it react and tremble. But even now that it's still, since it hasn't moved yet, it looks like just a grassy knoll. Okay.
Terrible
Aiden.
things happen in grassy knolls.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Aiden, what would you like to do?
Alright, so I am going to.
Let me make sure I'm not
move
blocking you guys. I'm blocking you guys, am I?
right there.
No, I'm not. I'm good. I was making sure right
And
away.
hang on just a second. I want to check something.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask if anybody has any cloth, any kind of cloth, and some kind of lamp oil or anything like that.
You're yelling this out to the group?
Yep.
Kane does not.
Cloth and what?
Very.
Lamp oil or anything flammable.
I have candles.
Check the bag of holding.
I also have the bag of holding.
To the party.
Good idea.
I don't know what you guys have in the bag of holding. I'm not even.
There's
I don't know what
common
you-
clothing, so
The
there's your
cultist
cloth.
clothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but nothing flammable. It looks like.
Well, there's a herbalist kit. Would you be able to make? No, probably.
That's
Nope.
I mean,
mostly
if we had-
herbs.
If we had
and
time, Kane could make something flammable, but
Yeah.
An herbalist kit is
Oh,
mostly
well.
herbs and cuttings and vials and things like that. And probably
I've
like
got-
a mortar and pestle.
I've got some vestments I'm not using,
Okay.
So,
and
do I know
a
this
candle.
this thing is alive?
Make a nature check.
you've definitely seen people trying to attack it.
Yes. You
Yeah.
do know that it's alive. You've heard stories of something akin to this, but you don't know exactly what it is. The name of it escapes you.
All right. Well, in knowing that, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay, cool.
Do I need to throw that in chat?
No, you do not. Why am I not being able to select anything? Oh, I'm not on. There we go.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and well, Hunter's Mark is that a bonus action or an action?
It's a bonus action, yeah.
Yeah, you can still attack.
I'm gonna just shoot a longbow at his ass.
Yeah, you have 2 attacks now as well.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
12 goes wide and does not hit.
What?
Well, I guess it's big enough that it bounces straight off and then goes into the air. 26 definitely does hit, and
You get
barely
sneak
misses.
attack on there too.
you get sneak attack damage on that as well, since your ally is within 5 feet of it. So you do 10 damage plus your sneak attack.
Oh, I didn't do a sneak attack. That's just a regular attack. And
Yeah, but you get sneak attack damage just because an ally is within 5 feet of it. You don't have to do a sneak attack. You just get the damage for free.
Oh, cool.
So
do I
roll an extra
1d6?
d6. Yeah.
Alright. That is awesome.
Yeah, dude. I thought that's why you became a rogue. And that's not. I mean,
Well,
that's not why you became a rogue, but
I
that's one of the
became
good
a rogue
things about it.
because it sounded fun. So,
Yeah. All right, 14 damage. The arrow sticks into the plant matter, and very, very deep, and all you see are the fletchings coming out, and it trembles again, and
Oh shit.
even more than before, you see the water start to almost emanate from it in waves. Corey, what would you like to do? Or would you like Cassius to do anything, Aiden?
Sure, let's go ahead and move Cassius. Let's see, how far can he move?
He has a speed of 50 feet.
Well, I'll just put him right beside me.
Okay. He can't do anything on
Uh-huh.
because you used your bonus action.
Oh yeah, but he'll still be right there beside me.
Gotcha. All right, Quag, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. Is the swampy area considered rough terrain for me as well?
This is so the
That depends. Do you have a trait or ability for a turtle that makes you have an affinity for swamps or water? You have a
doesn't
swim
have-
speed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a swim speed. That's why I was trying to see how deep it was.
Yeah, it's only about knee deep, so it would still be rough terrain for you, or difficult
He's an
terrain.
amphibian. His web feet would
That's
help him
what I
out.
was thinking too.
No, he's
Oh, wow.
now a land turtle. He wasn't. I mean,
Well, no, I can
He
still
was
go
a-
back to the ocean.
it was aquatic, but now I'm thinking of those like clawed.
I was thinking more of the fact
tortoise
that my
feet.
skin is leathery and like, part of it
Roll
smooth,
around in the
like my
mud,
shell
you'll
and
do
stuff,
better.
it would just go through the water easier. Humanoid skin.
It's not really the water, it's mostly the land under the water. That's
Okay.
really the sticking point, literally.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and here and
And that's it?
I'm giving half a second.
Okay.
Ooh. Who's our wimpy one?
Who's our wimpy one? You guys don't have a wimpy one anymore. You guys all have 20 AC.
Except
I
Kane.
don't.
Kane has 16.
Mine's not
I have
20.
17.
Kane's got a 16 AC.
Kane is probably the wimpiest of you with a fucking
Mine was
16
15.
AC.
No,
Oh
I
got
no,
a
Mastoff
17.
has a 15.
Okay, Mastoff is wimpy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary then on Mastoff, so then he doesn't get a first attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's for 1 minute, and it's not concentration. So, do you have any other spells or anything that you want to do as an action?
No, that's the only spell I've got. Part of
Okay.
my monk thing.
Oh, I gotcha. Anything you
My
want to do
limit
as a
thing.
bonus action? Do you want to throw some darts or anything like that?
I don't remember if that really did any. Oh, I guess I do have some darts. Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw 2 darts.
30 feet. Is that within regular dart distance?
I believe so, yeah.
They're 2060, so.
You have guidance on. Oh, we never figured out how to turn that off.
Oh, shoot.
It's under your attacks.
What's that?
Under your attacks, there will be global attack modifier. You can just uncheck the box.
It's unchecked.
Is it?
Okay, do I have guidance on?
I don't. Has somebody casted guidance on you?
I cast guidance
Yeah.
on him for the survival check, but guidance is only ability checks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is
Bless is what's on this
bless?
thing.
I was thinking of bless. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, so
that's
the
what I was
plus, the
wondering.
plus 2's not existent.
All right. Awkward attack. You take a -2 penalty to AC for 4 rounds.
Me?
Yes, you do. You stumble in the water.
You will help.
That's from my shout out to Critical Role, the app. Not to be confused with Critical Role, the show. It's ROLL. They gave me that.
Okay.
So you have a -2 to AC for 4 rounds. Anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, anything Riven would like to do?
Nope, she's just gonna be pissed off that there's stuff going on. She's trying to sleep.
Okay. Now, you guys see this hill tremble and the mass move and it looks like unstick itself and uproot itself from the ground. And you see a shambling mound.
I remember this fella.
This
Mhm.
guy.
Holy-
That poor halfling or whatever is in that.
My poor warlock, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That was going to be officer until people saved him.
He, you see kind of what you guess is a mouth. It's an opening, and a roar comes out of it, but it doesn't look like any mouth that you've seen. It doesn't seem to be cohesive in any way. It just looks like plant matter opening, and it seems to face Rogar and brings up a tentacle of vines and bark and slam down on him. 12 does not hit.
Yep.
14 does not hit. And I believe that's all I can do.
I do nothing.
Kane, what would you like to do?
You are muted. I'll go.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking to someone.
That's okay. Take your time.
Mustov is gonna move up right next to it, and he's just gonna take the help action for Rogar to assist in Rogar's next attack. And Kane's gonna move up slightly and firebolt it again.
Okay. 19 is going to hit.
All right.
But something weird happens. The firebolt seems to almost wash over the plant matter. It doesn't directly hit him. It doesn't. It just almost looks like it grazes him, or it.
Now I feel silly for changing out Ray of Frost for guidance. That would have been useful since fire's not effective.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Kane?
That was bonus action, movement, and action. So no, that's it.
All right, Brainer, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna trudge forward another 15 feet because that's as far as I can move, and I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay.
and that's gonna be the attack for it.
Right. And where would you like to place the spiritual weapon? I'll let you.
It's gonna be
And what does it look like?
right. Looks like the mace, just much bigger.
Oh, right,
and
right.
brighter.
The wand of the four moons.
Yes. So 21 to hit.
All right, it's kind of in between two squares, by the way, and it only
Oh, sorry.
occupies a space of 5 feet, right?
Yep. Let me move that then.
It's not super important where it is, but
right there.
Okay. And it does it roll for an attack, or does it
Yep.
just do damage?
It rolls for an attack.
Oh, so
and if
21
it hits,
was
it does
the
damage.
roll for attack.
Yes,
All right,
that's
21
the roll to
definitely
attack.
hits. Yeah. How much damage does it do?
And 5 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then for my action,
It slams into this creature, and the creature lurches to the side.
all
And
right.
what would you like to do?
And then I'm going to use Sacred Flame again.
Make him trying to be all dexterous.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. 7 points.
All right, anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Nope. That's everything. That's all I can do.
Oh, he's sleepy. Or, sorry, Rogar, what would you like to do? Sparkle Gem.
Okay, so first I'm gonna call on. Oh, I can't remember what his name. Sorry, I can't remember my god's name really quick. Gauge Roll Iron Hand, and I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity, which I have ever. Vow of Enmity,
Okay.
which is gonna give me advantage on attack rolls for 1 minute until he's.
Okay, you already had advantage for this one attack, just so you know.
Yeah, but this is. Yeah, but I get 2 attacks anyway.
Oh,
This is
okay.
good.
So this will apply for both attacks. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this will apply for until
Every
this guy's
attack that you do.
minute passes.
Okay. A light of divine brilliance shines around the shambling mound for a few seconds and transfers into your blade.
So,
Coalesces and transfers into your blade.
and then Rogar's gonna hack and slash at the vines.
All right, your sword roars as it tries to pass through the plant matter. The first one bounces off a piece of bark. The second one makes purchase. So, how much damage do you do?
Which 12 slashing. Magic slashing.
Magic slashing. Okay. All right, Rogar. Anything else would you like to do?
That is going to be.
Can Mort do anything?
Well, is he allowed to? Yeah, he's allowed to attack?
Yeah, he's allowed to attack.
Any steed that is prepped for war can attack, I believe.
Then, yeah, he's also just going to snap at.
All right, 8 is not going to do it.
Shit.
It moves with surprising agility as it. I don't know why I'm saying agility so much tonight, but it moves with surprising grace as it. Or it bites at a piece of earth, thinking that it's a part of the mound, but it is not.
Yeah, Mort's not big.
He's not the smartest. Alright, Aiden, what would you like to do?
Alright. Aiden's going to step to the side. And
You have a clear shot.
He is going to longbow his ass. And
Ooh.
critically fucking fail.
Before you take the second attack, let's see what happens. Friendly fire. Your attack hits your ally closest to the target. So since you're going from this angle,
Sorry, Mastoff.
Mastoff takes 20 piercing damage.
Yikes. That's most of his HP gone.
Sorry.
And you still have another attack. Alright, 22 does hit. And you do, wow, nice. 23 damage. You do 2d6 sneak attack damage?
One is from Hunter's Mark, and one is from Sneak
Oh,
Attack.
I see it now. Sneak attack and touch mark. I see it now. Minus 23. Nice. Your DPS is like a boss. Oh, would you like to move Cassius, by the way? Yeah, and you haven't taken a bonus action yet.
You know what? We're gonna have him move right there, right beside me, and let's see.
I'll be back in just.
Okay.
What is considered a bonus action?
Things that say they're
Anything
bonus
labeled
action.
as a bonus action.
Yeah.
That's an action.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Well, that's some shit right there.
Old school Simpsons fans will know what that's from.
I don't know if there's anything I can do
Okay.
as a bonus.
That's up to you.
So, yeah. Sorry.
So you're just gonna keep Cassius at your side.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's limited on his movement too, so.
Yeah, I mean, but you can.
You could use your bonus action to have Cassius take the dodge action, so he's harder to hit.
Well, he is
Or the
small.
dash action to get closer to the mound if you wanted him to be close to the mound.
You know what? I'm going to try for the dash action to get right here. Next
Alright.
to Brainer.
Alright, you took into account that difficult terrain. So he moved.
3, 4, 5, 6. He's got a movement speed of
50.
Alright, I'm back.
50.
So he can move 100
So-
feet this round.
So that's good enough in difficult range. It should be.
Okay. Quag, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to. If I move here, am I going to be able
To attack it? Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move there, and I'm going to do 2 sword attacks and my. I'm going to go ahead and my 2 sword attacks, my flurry of blows, and my extra attack. So extra attack for the 2 swords, flurry of blows for my hands, and then I'm going to attempt a stunning strike on it as well with my fist. Whoops, not the dart, not the dart, not the dart. Maybe I should do darts. Hand. So 16, 14, 27, and 14.
Okay. One of the short swords hits, and one of your unarmed strike pierces through his plant armor.
And I do have my empowered strikes, so they count as magic for going against magic resist or damage resist. My fist.
Is dart one of your attacks that
No,
you did?
the dart is not one of my actions.
Okay.
The dart was a roll.
Okay. Cool. All right. So do damage for one of your short swords and one of your unarmed strikes. 6 and 7. 13 damage. Nice job.
Yay!
All right. Would Riven like to do anything?
I would not.
Okay. The mound is now sensing prey that it can actually engulf. He is going to slam down. On Mastoff.
Is Mastoff within 10 feet?
You rolled a 1d2.
I did. It was between Mastoff and Quake.
Oh, okay.
Well, you
So-
see, if it's an attack, he's gonna have to make a Wisdom save if he tries to go after Mastoff, because Mastoff is still sanctuaried.
Yes,
good
he
point.
is.
Good point.
And you get to add my charisma bonus to your.
All right, he failed.
Oh, he failed miserably.
So he has to choose another target or lose the attack.
All right, so he chooses Quake.
I'm going to action.
Sorry, you cut out there. You're gonna use
I
the
said
what
I'm
action?
going to use as a bonus action. I'm going to use Step of the Wind, and whoops, wait.
You can't-
You used your
you
bonus
can't-
action to flurry of blows.
Yeah,
Oh well. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Sorry.
and you can only do that on your turn, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So just remember that for the future. 15 to hit.
that just hit my AC.
Mastoff will use Protector. So
Okay.
disadvantage.
Oh, does he have a shield?
No, it's a special reaction he gets. As it's one of his abilities.
Oh,
He
okay.
can impose disadvantage on an attack roll of somebody that he can see within 5 feet of him.
But does that use up his reaction?
Yes,
Like-
it does.
Okay, just making sure. That's like the. It's pretty much just like the shield protection.
Yeah.
18 to hit.
On me?
Yes,
Yes,
that does hit.
that hits.
You take 17 bludgeoning damage, but you are not engulfed.
Okay. Oh, let's see.
Kane, what would you like to do?
First, Mastoff is going to move down and risk the opportunity attack,
Okay.
but it does have to make a Wisdom save to make the opportunity attack in the first place.
Does the sanctuary just stay on him?
Yeah.
Until he makes an attack or casts a harmful spell.
Oh yeah, he I mean,
Yep. So if he wants to, he can attack Mastoff.
Shambling Mound
No.
got a 20, nat 20 on the wisdom save.
And then
That's
critically
what it
fails
is.
its attack.
Fails its attack.
I can
Alright.
see you and I'm going to pass through you. I'm going to miss you completely.
Tiring attack. It is. The Shambling Mound is now exhausted by one stage. So you actually see the mound actually kind of what's it called? Not
Deflate.
deflate. I was going to say de-inflate. Kind of deflate a little bit. So now he has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Is that right?
No, just ability checks.
Just ability
Just
checks.
Ability checks.
It's level 3 exhaustion. That's disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay, good. I'm glad that I have a
Um,
personal player's handbook with me.
Uh,
That's what I like most about you, Falco.
it's yeah.
That's why I keep you around.
Kane is still gonna move up. Mastov is gonna use the help action for Kane for Kane's first attack here.
Okay.
So advantage on this, and Mastov Kane has thunder damage on his sword. So
Okay.
27
Thunder or lightning?
thunder.
Okay, that makes a big difference.
Oh.
27.
I was thinking of doing lightning,
Thunderbolts
and I
of
decided
lightning
against
being
it.
very, very
Aw,
friendly.
Does anybody have any lightning spells? Can I say something?
I do.
not.
I
Okay,
have my arcane weapon can
No.
also do lightning.
But you're probably not going to now.
No.
Yeah, I have breath, but I wasn't gonna.
Oh, that's true. You do have lightning breath. I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I wasn't gonna use it. I'm up here.
AKA use our lightning abilities.
But 27 on the first attack.
27 does hit.
No, actually, don't do that. That would be unintelligent in this area.
So 15 damage. He doesn't have any weird stuff with
You guys are surrounded by very murky water. That is very.
I'm gonna toss an arcane jolt on that, and I'm gonna heal Mastov for 3 damage.
Okay.
So 3 more
hmm?
damage.
No, that's I forgot to check off the arcane weapon. That's 3 healing to Mastov.
Okay.
And then second attack. Yeah.
14 does not hit. It glances off a piece of bark.
That's Kane's action, bonus action, movement stuff. So yeah, that's it.
The help was only on the first attack, correct?
Yeah, I was only on the first attack.
Okay. Brainer, what would you like to do?
So as I'm trudging through the water, the spiritual weapon is going to strike again.
25 hits? What is it? Plus
25
7?
hits.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're rolling so well.
For 6.
6 force damage.
And I'm going to use every bit of movement, or almost all my movement, to get all the way up to it. And I'm going to reach out and give it a bad touch.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Ooh,
That's a bad touch.
that's a bad touch.
Ooh. Oh, no. Ooh, you're not going to like this. All right, I'm showing it to the camera.
No.
Back blast. The attack hits you and is a critical hit.
Oh.
Well, good thing I was going to just cast it at level 1.
You say that now. If it hit him.
10 damage. You are
That-
resistant to it though, because you're an Asama. So
Yes, so I only
Okay.
take the 20.
yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, that would have been very, very bad.
Yeah, that's what I was like. ooh.
It still hurt a lot.
Yeah, I was like, you might have just killed yourself.
And I need to make a concentration check.
And I always show the critical
And I
fails
make it.
on camera, by the way, so you guys can check the footage. Nah, I'm not making this stuff up. I just think.
Yes!
Do you guys like this critical fail app, or should we just go with critical fails, just our automatic misses?
Oh, I don't care. Whatever's fine.
I personally like it because it makes it more interesting, but I don't want to make it unfun for you guys.
It's terribly unfun to sit there and laugh at each other.
Okay. Brainer, can you do anything else on your turn?
No. I've used my action, my bonus action, and almost all my movement. I'm good.
All right, Brogar, what would you like to do? Sparkle Gem.
Okay, I'm gonna slash that once again. Ooh, and I'm gonna use level 2 smite on that. So I still have it.
Yeah, because that's yeah, with advantage.
It's full of my channel different. So I'm just changing it to 3-8 level 2.
They both hit, by the way. Smite. How much damage is that?
Also remember to double your smite.
Oh, sure.
He
Yeah,
did.
should I roll it a second time or just double it?
What was the roll of it? A 3d8? That was a bad roll. Roll smite again. Because this is gonna kill it. There you go. Smite! How would you like to kill this thing?
Oh, dude, I just want to like hack at it with like my fucking smite to like clear away a bunch of the vines and stuff like that. And just with my second strike, just like deal the killing blow to heart or core or whatever.
Yeah, you find a pulsing ball of light within it, in the mound, in between the vines and mounds. I don't know if this is canon or not. I haven't looked into shambling mounds, but green etheric energy, and you thrust Lion's Roar straight into it as it gives off a blast of almost. If you had hair, it would blow you back. How loud? It would blow it back. How loud this roar is. And you thrust it straight into the heart of the shambling mound, and it screams something unearthly, I guess. Well, I guess it has to be earthly, but it screams as loud as it can, and it can be heard for a mile around, and quivers around your blade, and just deflates and not dissipates, but like all of the plant matter just sloughs off and becomes part of the ground.
Ellie.
Sweet.
So are we out of the turn order now?
You're out of turn order, yes.
Alright, so I'm moving up. I'm moving up. I'm doing mine first. I'm not letting anybody talk before I get mine done. I'm doing it. Shut up.
I'm gonna walk over to Quag and use.
I'm Cure Wounds.
Cure Woundsing who?
Mastov. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
The damn dude. God damn it.
Can you cure wounds a construct?
What does Cure Wounds have something against a construct? Does it have something in the spell that doesn't work on constructs?
No, I haven't seen anything in there.
It would say it if it did.
Yeah, Mastov can be affected normally by if it doesn't have anything in spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it says it has no effect on undead or constructs.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mastov can heal himself though.
I was gonna say most. I can fist heal him if he needs it.
Oh,
Can
he's just gonna heal
Can
himself.
I use that on somebody else? Is somebody else hurt?
Brainerd.
Yeah.
Raynor is very hurt.
All right, we're gonna use that on Brainerd.
What are you down to?
31.
Health? 31 health?
I can lay on hands you the rest of.
Oh, I can heal myself. But I was gonna cure Wounds Quag.
And give somebody some help.
I can. Well, we should save spell slots in case we encounter something else.
I
only-
only used lower spell slots. I have all my upper spell slots almost.
Gotcha. I know.
I've
Yeah.
still got 3.
It's mid-afternoon, by the way, guys.
All right, let's keep going.
Mastov's back up to full now.
You take 13 points of healing. Quag.
Thank you.
And that gives me 3 points of healing.
Plus the 9 I already gave you.
What did you heal me?
No.
9. So that puts me up to 43
Dang.
out of my 51, so I'm short by 8. I'm going to use my healing hands to heal 8 more or 6 more points.
Alright, so I gotta know, what the fuck are you?
What do you mean?
To have that many damn hit points.
I'm a cleric.
He's a cleric
Am I
now.
doing everything wrong here?
No. Rangers just don't have that many hit points. You guys are... Hey,
I mean,
whoever that
generally-
is.
Rangers have D10
Hey,
hit dice.
Nathan
so they-
Craig. Great name.
So,
Rangers have D10 hit dice, so they generally have more hit points than clerics.
You just missed the fight against the Shambling Mound. If you want to name a monster,
you-
the party has to fight it. Just so you know,
Do
Nathan.
you roll for your hit points?
no, I'll take the average, man.
Okay, so I take average too. What's your constitution?
0.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why. I have a +3 to con. So every time I level up, I get an additional 3.
Well,
Okay.
at some level, I should
Nathan.
Be able to, I should be able to
Holy
boost up. I mean,
Going for the
shouldn't
jugular.
That sounds terrible. I hope you have spell
I? Oh my
slots.
god.
I have 2 spell
yes.
slots left.
Let me see if this is
Alright.
too much. Alright, I gotta check the CR. on
I have
this.
I'm up for a
7
challenge.
spell slots.
I have 3.
I spent all my spell slots giving people dark vision and making people invisible.
I have 3 3rd level spell slots, 2 3 levels, or 2 2 level spell slots, and 2 1 level spell slots.
Well, I have 1 2 levels, 2nd level spell slot, and it is useless because all I have is like really crazy.
How long does
gas.
Shield of Faith last? 10 minutes?
I almost could have had 3 3 level spell slots, 2 2 level spell slots, and 1 1 level spell slot.
Oh.
If I had burned 1 more spell.
Kane's at 2 first level spell slots and no second levels.
Oh wait, I just used Cure Wounds. I do have 1 first level spell slot, 2 second level spell slots, and 3 3rd level spell slots.
I'm sorry, Nathan. I'm gonna say that a beholder is outside of their possible range. I think the highest CR, if you know what that is, challenge rating, if you've played Dungeons and Dragons before, is something with a. If we had all 7 of them, I think they could take on a beholder. But we only have 5 right now. I think the highest CR is 11, maybe 12. Sorry, Nathan.
And what's a beholder?
You don't want to.
Eyeball of
I know what a
nightmares.
beholder is. What is the challenge rating? I'm sorry.
I think it's
13.
like 13. Alright.
I mean, we could try it.
No.
With how few spell slots I have and the fact that I don't have Cure Wounds on, I'd rather not.
So,
I got Fist
did
of
I get
Healing.
my arrows back?
10 would be the highest CR that they could take on right now, which would be things. Let me look at. Let me show you stuff that is challenge rating 10 or challenge rating 10.
I want my arrows.
You're able to fish out one of the arrows. Make a survival check to see if you find the other arrow. The other arrows that have gone into the earth.
Can we search this thing to see if it has anything hidden inside of it from
Yes, that was gonna-
meals?
That was gonna be my next thing.
So do I get both my arrows?
1 second. These are the things. Ooh, that would be good. The very first one. These are things that are challenge rating things. These are the hardest things that they can fight right now. Ooh, these would be also.
Ooh,
very
we
good.
could fight a spring eladrin.
A what?
Ooh.
We want to kill
Alright,
Anira?
We're not looking at the same thing, are we? I'm looking at challenge
Uh,
rating 10 monsters.
Yeah, that's what I pulled up.
Well, he has.
Oh,
more books.
you have more books than I do. These are
Yeah.
just from Monsters Manual.
You're about to make me cry.
It's alright.
I have no idea what these things are.
They're bad. They're not good.
You're all big and really ugly.
Oh,
All right,
God.
you investigate inside the monster to inside the shambling mound to try to find something.
Yes.
Arrows?
You found your arrows.
Okay.
Looking for stuff.
Okay. Okay.
You want survivals and investigation? Oh, I don't have any
Depends
bonuses
on
on that.
if you're trying to like gather things from it.
I mean, I would be poking around in there helping see what we can find.
Poking around.
let me think if you can. Shambling Mound has no useful parts.
Do they have any jewels?
Not even for, like,
coins,
our
coins,
herbals?
shit that it ate?
I don't know what a Dow is, and I don't have it in with me. I only have the monster manual. Let me check to see if I do have a Dow.
Dow?
DOA. Doa. You can't fight
I
all
don't
of
have
them.
anything.
DAO.
Oh, DAO.
Can't fight what?
DAO.
I was about to say dead on arrival. What the fuck?
Oh, okay. Here it is.
Ah, it's double G.
I'm like looking it up, but I don't want to look at the stat block.
Challenge
Yeah.
rating 11.
Yeah.
So, if it's a genie, if we beat it, can we get wishes?
It
You'd
is.
have to trap it.
I wish.
Yeah, it
15
is
not to
challenge
never
rating
check
11.
it.
It's just outside of their reach. But you did list off stuff that they could fight if you want. So just pick one.
I listed those for him if he wanted to pick one.
Oh, that was you.
That was me.
Also, good question. Do we get any experience from Shambling Mound?
Sorry,
Yes.
a Dow is a challenge rating 11. That's just outside of their reach. 10 is really pushing it, according to Kobold Fight Club,
XP to
which is I'll show you what Kobold Fight Club is.
If we make it to level 7, I guess I can take my first level in Wizard.
So how
I
far
doubt
to
we're gonna hit level 7.
No.
When do we hit
Let's
level
find
7?
out.
Yeah, this is what Kobold Fight Club is. If they fought, see, a Dow is out of their range.
Level 7 is 23,000.
He says have faith in your
Oh,
players.
by the way, you guys got 1,800 XP from this fight.
That's how much experience we're at.
15,862. Is it the same?
Yep. So let us continue on.
Okay. Do you guys want to still go along the path of the lizard folk?
Yep.
Yep.
Following the trail.
Also, once an hour passed, if we're
I'm
walking
Failing
for
that
another hour,
every time.
Kane's arcane weapon will go out.
Okay. After about
Damn it. Hasn't been long
10
enough.
minutes. 10 minutes. I rolled a 1d6 to see how many minutes have passed. Yeah, place your characters somewhere over here.
First.
There we go.
I guess I'm gonna search the area before we run away and leave.
Oh, leave the
Not just-
leave the shambling mound?
Yeah, not just it, but the area, because there's things
Yeah,
like if it ate things and people and stuff, then we might be able to find something around.
You
So
did find you didn't find what you did find are very decayed corpses of things like crocodiles and frogs and mostly skeletal parts.
No weapons or armor. Or
And a
anything.
deck of many things.
Yes.
Right.
And a deck of many things. You also did find a necklace with. 1 second. Let me tell you what
Plus
is on
20
it.
necklace. Yay.
A necklace of fireballs.
A necklace of protection.
Necklace of
Plus
protection
20.
+5. +10. There you go.
Plus 20 necklace.
22 AC in every saving
You
throw.
find sticks.
Yes. Plus 20.
If we found a necklace of protection, my AC could be 20, just all the time.
1 second, I'm looking for it. Give me 1 second.
Mine could be 18.
I could have a 17 AC.
Yay.
I could have a
we could be the
16.
same.
But you see, if I become unhittable, then I can just stand in front of all of you.
True.
Yeah, I try that, but it doesn't always work.
Right.
But then
Because
I
like
And
with
the
the monkeys,
slime
like,
engulfs you.
accidentally.
It goes past you.
Also,
Like
Quake, your
accidentally
AC
hit you
should
with
be
an
higher.
Arrow.
Why should my AC be higher?
Turtles have a natural AC of 17 unless you're
was
unless you
just-
want to use something else.
15 because of that critical fail, though.
It was 15 for 4 rounds.
It was
Oh.
15 before that.
Oh, yeah, then it should be 17 because turtles have a natural AC of 17.
I can't-
if they're not wearing any armor.
I can't
they
find
can't
the
affect
source for it, but it is a necklace of rounded stones with holes in them and pieces of what look like to be a mirror and a piece of costume jewelry with a goddishly large red gem inset into a ring and other kind of knickknacks and things.
And the necklace from the Titanic.
And
No.
it says, "See, they are unendable. Release the beholder."
The one that I don't prepare identify.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't have detect magic prepared either.
So you found a cool necklace. I mean, that looks very shabby. Just so you know.
I'm gonna put the necklace on.
Okay.
And he turns into a Naga.
You don't feel anything different.
Okay, I'm gonna just keep it on
Okay.
and maybe
Yeah.
see if I can find attunement to it later.
But
Maybe
Yeah,
it won't
quick.
choke you to death.
Quig should have a 17 AC because that's what turtles naturally
That's what I
have.
thought, but it keeps every time I come back in here, it changes it to 15. So I don't know.
I think it's because turtle isn't added in there, and it keeps trying to switch it back
Yeah.
to your monk AC.
That's possible.
You'll have
Yeah.
to basically create heavy armor for that is like turtle shell
Yeah,
and
you're,
have it
like,
set your
creating
AC
an
to
item.
17.
Yeah, make
create
sure
an
it doesn't
item
have
in
any
your
like
inventory.
weight or anything.
Oh, okay.
It's easiest way to do it, probably.
Yeah.
All right, everybody make. You guys already make perception checks?
Oh, man.
Yes, I did. At least Riven got a
Yeah.
22.
Mastov is blind. Mastov got mud on his robot face, and now can't
He was
see.
a little.
Would
One of his sensors got hurt in the last fight.
Yeah.
right. Deadly and Riven see between the rocks
And the hard
which-
places.
between the rocks and the hard places, which are terrain you have to go around. You can't pass through. They're fairly tall, They're about up to your chest in height, sticking out of the ground. You guys see in between the rocks, slithering.
Don't say snakes.
Don't say
A
snakes.
Why does it
large,
have to be snakes?
a large snake-like creature.
Damn it. I said
With-
don't say snakes.
Oh no, it has a person face. Oh no!
It's damn Medusa.
It's worse than Medusa.
Do I recognize it?
Make a nature check.
We're gonna make a nature check.
Really?
Ooh.
Oh fuck.
Oof.
I don't know what shit is.
Kane knows.
There
exactly.
we go.
Falco!
Kane knows exactly what it is. He's got this.
Falco knows it is a type of naga.
Wait, why is my nature doing? Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
It's a naga.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, a naga.
Are you just gonna drop this bomb and leave, Nathan?
Yep.
Alright, check out YouTube and see how it plays out. This is probably gonna be the last fight of the night.
Damn it.
Don't feel like being ordained.
We're wasting
No
too much
mercy.
No mercy.
All this water here is still difficult terrain, right?
All I gotta do is pay for the invitation.
The water is still difficult terrain.
Interesting.
Um,
We'll talk about it.
No.
Yeah, everybody roll
time. You said
initiative.
these rocks. You said these rocks are like chest high.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to profess it.
So,
Yeah, that's what I needed to know.
Recognized by the Universal Life, but we're not. You don't have to believe.
Oh fuck.
okay, sure.
oh, you meant peace
Crap.
out, boys, as in, yeah, good luck.
But all right. I'm
And
gonna.
as far as we can see, it's only one naga.
Yes. You only see one large snake with. We shall destroy.
5 more show up in the middle of the fight.
You only see one, but it is enough.
Kane is gonna say, we should probably wait for it to come to us. That's a long way to move.
Sorry, where did it? Where is it?
I'm gonna mute myself for a minute, but I am listening.
Okay.
Sorry, did they
uh,
point out what it is? I didn't see it.
Hey, it actually rolled a good initiative.
Oh shit.
It rolled better than Kane.
Oh, it rolls first!
Yep.
Oh, at least here.
Oh, hey, Leaf.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
We're about to be killed
Leave.
by a naga.
Hey, Leaf. We had somebody drop into the chat, Nathan Craig, and gave us a monster to fight.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, good thing I popped in, I guess.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just in time.
this could be interesting.
Yes.
It's pretty far away, though.
A guardian naga? No.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Oh, you know exactly what it is.
Yes.
All they piece out is that it's a
Yes.
naga. The
Well,
water is difficult terrain, and the rocks are about chest high, so they're like sticking out, kind of like monoliths out of the ground. You guys are passing
Yes.
through the Mirror of Dead Men right now.
Can I make an insight check to see if this thing has any ill intent for us?
I'm gonna go ahead and answer that and say yes, it does.
Give me 1 second.
Probably.
He gave me a good point. Let me do something real quick. Nah, okay. Your passive perception is better than 9. That was my attempt at a stealth check, Nathan.
Yeah.
Their passive perception picked it up.
Oh yeah.
Well, and we were looking for it, and Riven rolled like a 22.
Well, you weren't looking for it.
Well, we were looking for stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure your senses were heightened because you're following a path made by monsters.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of appear back here. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you're just gonna be there. And your new XP is you gained 1,800 XP. So
Yep. So you're at 15,862.
They fought a shambling mound while you were gone.
Yes.
not a
15,862.
problem. We did more damage to ourselves than it did to us.
Yes, that is true.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Master.
No, I was talking more of the backfiring bad touch.
Ooh.
Yeah, he
It's a
rolled a
bad
natural
touch.
one on a bad touch.
Oh.
And luckily, I have
my
resistance
app-
to necrotic. So.
My app, it said it backfired on him and is a critical.
Yeah. So I got to take just strict damage because I have resistance to necrotic damage.
Well, that's lucky, but I didn't know that those kind of things could backfire.
According to my app, they can.
Anything
Okay, then.
can.
Oh, initiative and stuff, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, see if you get higher than 16.
Nope.
You got 15.
Well, I reckon I will go 5th.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't whisper. Should I whisper
You were
this?
almost beaten by my
No.
bird.
Yeah, your bird almost beat me.
Ooh,
Shield
it's
of...
got magic. This is more
Oh.
intimidating now.
Shit.
Yeah, this is a CR 10 monster, guys.
Would I recognize that as Shield of Faith? Being a Shield of Faith user myself.
Make an Arcana check with advantage,
Arcana
okay.
check with advantage.
since you're a Shield of Faith user.
Oh, could I make one?
21.
Yes, you recognize it to
Oh,
be...
sorry, 20.
You recognize it to be Shield of Faith.
I reckon I will go 6th then. Damn it, Quig.
God damn it, Quag. Alright, that is it for its turn. Kane, what would you like to do? look at
It's
all
still. Oh, it's
Okay,
closer
I'm
now.
back.
Hi. It's closer now. Hi, thing. That's closer now. King's just gonna do a classic firebolt.
Type in your name, your email,
I imagine a 13 doesn't hit.
make a password. Done.
13 definitely does not hit, no.
Because that goes on
That's,
Wait,
your
wait,
legal
wait.
name.
Thunder damage on a firebolt?
No, I forgot to turn off my arcane weapon.
Kill the cleric.
Yeah,
You
um,
could
Master-
argue that this thing is smart enough to know to kill the healer first.
Mastov is going to assist Brainor on his next attack roll.
It's 2.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright,
How many
Kane, is there anything else you'd like to do?
community?
That was action, bonus action. I don't want to get closer to it, so that's where I'll end.
Submit
Alright,
final.
Whispering Gale, what would you like to do?
A lot of things.
Boom, your name.
No.
Your name now. And then we just order your
And
documents.
remember, the rocks block... Well,
Okay.
no, they don't block line of sight. They would block arrows. Well, probably not. They're low enough they wouldn't block arrows.
As of the 29th of July, you were
Very big creature.
Who comes after me? The turtle.
It's smarter than half the party. Yeah, probably. Actually,
Yeah.
let me check.
lost.
Kane's got an 18 intelligence, so
It's not smarter than Kane. It's close.
UFC ordination.
Alright, so I'm about to cast haste. Who wants it?
No,
I can put it on 2 people.
it doesn't fucking matter.
Myself and someone
Haste?
No.
else. Yes, haste.
Whatever kid cousin
haste on Kane would be
I-
very
Love a haste.
start marrying hamsters.
Yeah, I'm unimpeded by the train when I'm riding more. Probably be better if you give it
What?
like
Ooh.
Alright.
Oh.
Fine. Twin cast, haste, myself, and Brainer.
Woo!
And what you just call yourself is the name national.
I don't know.
So that means I get
You're covered by
2
it.
actions?
You
Yes.
get one additional action. You can use
Okay.
to make a single attack, dash, or dodge, and all that. Can't cast a spell with your extra action though.
There.
Speed is double. Gain a +2 to your AC.
Mhm.
Have advantage on Dex.
An additional action
Okay.
on each of its
That's not
turns.
that
That
great.
can be used only to take the attack, as in weapon attack.
Alright, so I gotta get
Dash,
something to keep
disengage, hide, or use an object action.
records of them.
You get this. Oh, of all your weddings?
Yeah,
You can get a whole book.
that's funny.
There's a book you can order as part of so you can put all the marriage certificates for everyone you've ever done.
Also, who is hurt?
Okay.
I think
Uh,
most people are healed up at this point to
The world's gonna
near
end.
full health.
Okay.
Because I did some healing and Aiden did some healing.
Right on. Okay then.
You
In that
go with
case,
the better wedding kit to give you more.
I'm going to
What's
try to
good is you put the
hide.
letter in good standing just in
also.
case
Mhm.
the state
Okay.
requires it.
Let's say
Protect
behind
the
this
certificate
rock.
holder that holds
'cause
all your
why not?
certificates for weddings.
All right, make a stealth check.
Gives you something to put your
I have
little
advantage because I'm
fishy and
hasted.
ID in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and we could even get you the fucking priest shirt.
Do I need to make a wisdom check now?
It's up to you.
You're trying to find him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You tried.
Do you just realize how easy?
All right, Whispering Gale. Anything else you would like to do?
No, that's
You
good.
make the fucking father.
All right, Quake. What would you like to do?
Sorry, I didn't.
Not die.
Apparently choke and die.
If you ain't choking, or if you ain't choking, you ain't smoking.
No, I'm not smoking. That would make it even. Okay.
Your actions
so-
and your sounds defy. what
No,
you're
I
saying.
just became an ordained minister.
Oh yeah, I've been a druid for almost 10 years now. 10 years now? Yeah. Oh, you found that website?
And my roommate needed a wedding, and their person backed out, and so I've joked around about it before, and so now I'm an ordained.
Yeah, there's a website that'll do it for you. They'll even send you the certificate.
GetOrdained.org.
Yeah. So we're laughing about that. Okay.
Yeah, what would you like to do as an ordained minister right now?
I'm going to cast Sanctuary.
Father Quake.
Hide the children.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna put a couple of darts.
More like hide the slaughter.
That's true. It would be his passive perception rather than, and it would just meet because he has +4 wisdom. So Nathan brought up a good point. It would be his passive perception versus your stealth check, and it just picked you up because it wasn't exactly looking straight at you. It's kind of looking at the party as a whole.
No, that's fine.
Okay. But if you wanted to hide again, that's a good point, Nathan. Thank you.
Oh my god.
So, Quag, what are you doing?
Let's see. How far?
It is about 60 feet from you.
60 feet.
And you gotta get around all those rocks.
Around all these rocks? They're
Yep.
like big rocks?
Yeah, they're
They're big,
well, to you they're about shoulder height. To everybody else, they're about chest height.
I'm gonna stand. Okay,
He's smaller
hold
than
on. I'm small. I'm 5 foot. Are any of these like flat enough or anything like that I can stand on?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Most
That
of
looks like I can
them
stand
are
on comfortably without like flying off.
Cheating.
most of them are covered in some kind of moss, or at least half of it is. But weirdly, the tops are rounded smooth.
Okay. So I'm going to attempt. I'm gonna get on top and And on one of these rocks. Those two ones. And I'm gonna throw a couple darts.
Okay. The 22 hits. It's not your first rodeo, Nathan. Yeah. Are you a DM as well? 7 piercing damage. Let me make sure that doesn't have resistance or anything. Nah. Okay, cool. We're good. Oh, even has passive perception 14. Okay, yeah. All right. Dart flies out and it sticks into its cobra hood. And it takes 7 points of damage.
Woo!
Or she. It's gonna be a she. It looks like a she.
Mm.
Be a she.
Time to lay on the charm.
That was a good one. Quag, would you like to do anything else in your turn?
No.
Oh, I forgot the battle music. 1 second. Brainor, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna set Riven down because things about to get weird. I'm gonna use my first action to use. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Radiant Soul. So wings sprout off my back,
Oh,
my
yeah.
eyes start to glow, and I'm going to fly straight 60 feet right to the Naga. I'm going to pull out my mace, and at the same time use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
at 3rd level. So the weapon pops up. Let me hit that, get rid of a 3rd spell slot.
The spiritual weapon hits. You want to draw it again, or do you want me to draw it?
I got it.
Thank you.
Right there.
Here, I will
Something like that.
send them
3rd level. So 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And we'll swing at it with my Rod of the Four Moons
Oh.
replica.
Don't forget your hasted
Prob-
action.
That is my hasted action.
Oh,
Because the Radiant Soul is an action.
gotcha.
Is this a different person?
But
Oh no.
but that Radiant Soul, that first hit, would also add a +6 to it.
for the guardian.
Dan, you're so mean.
So that would be
I can't add it
16
to...
damage.
All right, cool. Purple Divinity. Yeah. D&D is awesome. I hope you learned something. This is unusual because they're fighting something very difficult for them. Because Nathan Craig on Facebook is very mean and asks them to fight a Guardian Naga, which is 4 levels, effectively 4 levels higher than them.
Sudden death.
And Dan is also very mean. They won't fight the young blue dragon in this fight. And we usually end at 10, so we're going to finish this fight, and they're going to fight the young blue dragon at the beginning of next Monday. How's that, Dan? We start at 7 p.m. Central. Does that work for you?
The dragon is mine.
All right, cool. Thanks, Dan.
I am going to befriend.
Okay, the Rod of the Four Moons misses, is able to...
Right.
Yeah, you just catch
So
air.
it takes a total of 16 damage because of the Radiant Soul ability.
Oh, okay.
So it takes 10 points of force and 6 points of radiant.
Okay. Sorry, I
All right.
haven't done the turn list. Aiden, what would you like to do?
Okay, so Aiden's going to climb on top of this rock like he was planning from the get-go.
Okay, cool.
And Aiden is going to...
And you have a long
Mark.
bow, correct? Not a short bow?
I have a long bow.
Okay, so this is within range.
Alright, so we're gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the beast.
Purple Divinity, if you didn't know, ranged weapons have certain ranges where they are effective, where there's no disadvantage on them, and they have a range where you can still hit something, but you have to roll with disadvantage, meaning you roll twice and you take the lower of the two rolls.
Unless you have the sharpshooter feat.
Unless you have the sharpshooter feat. Alright. So you're gonna try to stick it with an arrow. Be aware.
Hunter's Mark with...
Oh, Hunter's Mark? As
Yep.
a bonus action?
Yep.
Alright, you want to put it in the chat just so everybody watching can see what Hunter's Mark is?
If I can figure out how to do it.
Just click it. Oh.
Speech bubble.
There is no
If it's a feat.
It's not a feat, it's a spell.
Oh.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I can bring it up actually.
Yeah, we're gonna drop. Oh, see, look, looky there, look. So we're gonna do. All right. So do I get sneak attack added to that because he's so close?
He is 5 feet from it. Well, you're just close enough to attack it, so he's 5 feet from it. So you do get sneak attack damage.
Bam. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 longbows.
By the way, the Naga would have to have made a Constitution check, beating a 10 to maintain Shield of Faith. Since I hit it. It is a concentration spell.
Oh, that's true. I forget about concentration spells. I don't get to use spellcasters very often because you guys. Yeah, 21.
Ooh,
Yeah, it made it.
Damn. So did any of those hit?
+3.
Hunter's Mark is not a feat, it is a spell, and they have it set to however much damage it would do rather than set to the text of it. Okay, so the tail of the Naga flips up into the air and smacks each arrow as it flies toward it and stares you down, and you hear a raspy chuckle across the waters. Would you like to do anything else in your turn? You want to move Cassius or anything?
I'm gonna yell sorry. And I'm gonna move Cassius close to me because I'm probably fixing to need Cassius.
Okay.
I'm done.
Would Riven like to do anything?
Nope. Riven is just gonna maybe move over to this tree over here, perch on a branch, and go back to sleep.
Purple Divinity, Riven is Braynor's familiar, and so he has his own initiative and stuff. And Sleepy is riding Mort, or Rogar is riding Mort, so they share an initiative. So that's why you don't see Mort on the initiative tracker. So what would you like to do, Rogar?
So I'm gonna ride Mort across the swamp here. Try and look right now, close as I can.
And we established last fight that Mort is not affected by the difficult terrain of the swamp because this is kind of like his homeland. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm also gonna cast Hunter's, taking a hint from Aiden.
So he's double Hunter's marked.
Holy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw 2 javelins at it.
2 javelins. Okay.
Can I lose my inspiration
If
on
only you had advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use inspiration on one of them.
Yes.
All right, it takes 15 damage. As
Constitution saving throw.
Yep,
Yeah, that's good.
true. One of the javelins bounces off its scale, and the other one jabs into its chest. I don't know. Snake don't really have parts.
It jabs into other part of snake body.
Exactly.
Yes, it does have parts. It does.
Ah, makes sense. Okay.
I've been lied to by the water boy all these years.
Yes.
It has two parts: the head and everything else.
Okay.
You used to have
Bring
I'm
it.
gonna use that Constitution. They all have a concentration. But seeing Naga are very prideful creatures, and seeing how little it has been affected so far, it might break concentration to do this. What would be its spell saving throw? DC. Oof. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Well, it seems like it's cleric based, so I would say it's probably wisdom plus proficiency.
Yes. Yeah, it has it. It has it in here.
Oh, it does.
It's gonna look at Brainard with his glowing radiant wings, and her eyes are going to go completely black, and she's going to cast Banishment, losing Shield of Faith,
Right.
but she's going to try to
What's
banish you,
the-
which might not be a
what's
good
the
move because you're a
save?
cleric and charisma
Charisma.
based. So we'll see.
Clerics are wisdom based.
Oh, clerics are wisdom based. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So charisma saving throw. Is that what it said?
Yes.
Charisma saving throw.
beat a 16.
Okay. Boom.
You did it. Okay, you are
Thank
you are
goodness for being an
unaffected.
ASMR.
You felt a pull within your navel as if you were almost about to implode, and you struggle and break free of the spell's grip, and with strain and beads of sweat pouring down your face, you are able to stay in this plane of existence.
You're just outside my spell range. God damn it.
All right, Kane, what would you like to do?
Kane's gonna move up a bit, and Mastup's gonna move up with him.
Okay.
First off, Mastup's gonna use the help action for Kane to help him with a firebolt. 17.
That's true. I could use it. Even without Shield of Faith, 17 does not hit.
Oh man.
It the firebolt spreads across its scales, not even singeing it.
Yeah, that's all I can do. It's really far away.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Whispering Gale, what would you like to do?
Run and hide? Oh, seriously though. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Far away.
Oh, Shield of Faith is a bonus action. Oh, nice. I could have done
Yeah.
something really bad on the first turn. Okay.
Except you can only cast one spell per turn.
Yeah,
Like-
I know.
Spell slotted spell.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, it's
I can,
active.
but I can
Nate
cast a
was being
cantrip.
mean to us.
Yes.
Potion and
I can cast a slotted spell and a cantrip.
Yes.
Sorry, Whispering Gale, what would you like to do? You can run and hide if you would like. Live to see another day.
40. How high is this right here?
Remember that the water is difficult terrain.
But he's also hasted.
Oh, you are hasted. The island, it meets the water, it slopes into the water, so it's not high or anything.
So could I like see over this and just kind of peek down a little, or get some cover behind it? Landmass
You're
itself?
about shin deep in water, so your head would be above the rock. Yes.
Okay, and can I see over the land?
Over the land. What do you mean?
Do I have line of sight between me,
You do.
Raynor, and this Naga thing?
You do.
Perfect. If I have line of sight,
You're-
I have line of effect.
Yeah, your head just juts over this rock. Okay, all 3 hit. 20. Do you have advantage or no?
30.
Is he aware of my presence, or am I still hidden?
He is aware of your presence. Or
Oh.
she is aware of your presence.
I mean, I see no reason to get advantage unless for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wait.
know.
I have that inspiration bullshit that I could use.
That's up to you.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
42. It's a palpable hit.
Yeah, and now he's gonna duck down a little bit, make himself
And-
harder.
Hide as a use the hide action is a bonus action or is that a standard action?
Haste action.
As in take cover.
No, I know, but
He's
are you
not
trying to-
hiding, just-
Oh, okay.
Duck down.
Yeah.
Hiding in the sense of trying to not get hit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
you don't have line of sight on the Nagi anymore, and you presume that it doesn't have. I mean, it is very tall.
Ah, okay. Well,
And he's
I'm
got an
saying
annoying angel
you're-
in front of him.
Yeah.
You're ducked down enough that it can't see you, but you have to get real close to the murky water.
Okay, that's fine.
Quag, what would you like to do? Corey, are you still with us?
He's muted. A moment.
He's dealing with a roommate right now.
Pew, pew, pew. I mean, technically, he and I have the same turn. We both have an 11.
Who's got the
That's
higher
true.
dex, though?
The higher what?
Who's got
Dexterity.
the higher dex?
Probably me. I have a dex of +2.
His is higher.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
is a monk, though.
+3. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll check for sure.
But I am hasted.
His dexterity is +3. So
Sorry.
does that affect your dexter? Let's go ahead and Brainard, you have your turn.
Yeah, that's basically what I was saying. It's just I can
Yeah.
go while we're waiting for him to get back. So, spiritual weapon. Just gonna hit again as a bonus. So let me hit that.
I had to pee. I'm sorry. I'm back.
Okay,
Oh.
you'll go right after Brainard. 23 does hit.
Beat
Wow,
it
you
all.
were
And that
doing
was a level
work
3.
with this spiritual weapon.
So 10 points of damage.
An eldritch.
I'm gonna try a bad touch, and I will do it at 3rd level
Okay.
because I do have some 3rd level spell slots. So, how bad of a bad touch? Ooh, probably doesn't hit.
11. No, it is able to. It's as if playing with you. It wraps. It runs its large head around your body, missing your wings
wait.
and also your hands.
By the way, that spiritual weapon would have done another 6 points of radiant damage
Because
And
of your. Why would
because of it's each round the radiant soul.
why would the spiritual weapon get radiant soul as well?
Each time, it
You
says you
deal
can
damage.
deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage to it with an attack or a spell.
Oh, sure.
Ooh.
So an
And then I'm-
additional 12 damage?
6.
Or 6 damage.
And then I'm gonna hit it with the bottom of the full move.
Ooh.
Did not happen.
Inspiration.
Do you have inspiration?
I don't have inspiration. I do not have inspiration.
Somebody give him an inspiration.
I'm the only one that ever uses my inspiration. It seems
I
like.
used mine too.
Okay.
Yeah, I use mine.
Showing the camera. Fling. You drop your weapon, and it lands 1d6 times 5 feet away in a random direction. So let's see how far it flies.
Can I make a dex save to try to catch it?
Nope. You rolled a 1.
Damn it.
10 feet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go 8, going clockwise, starting with true north. Okay, so it flies right here. Sorry, no, right here.
Can I use my movement to try to pick it up?
You can. You'll incur a attack of opportunity.
That's fine. I will
You sure
take
you
that
want to
hit.
do
Yep.
it? Ooh, that's not good.
Oh,
Shit.
oh.
Target must make a DC on a failed save or half damage on successful one. What's the DC or the type or the
DC.
ability? Is it a dex save?
Oh yeah, sorry. It doesn't say. The target must make a DC on a failed save. That must be a typo on the thing.
Maybe it's a Constitution.
I would think
It is
Constitution
poison.
since it's poison.
Yeah. So Constitution. 18. I think that beats. What was
That
it?
beats it.
16.
Yeah, that beats it.
So.
At least it beats
10
its spell
plus
DC, which I'm assuming is
30 plus
The
49
DC,
would be
the DC for
79.
the poison is 15. So
So it was.
oh, a
let's
DC
see,
for the
that's
poison is
79 on-
15.
yeah, the DC
79
for
on
the
poison.
is 15 and is Constitution. There's the poison damage halved.
So you would take 50. Round
Whoa,
up.
that's a lot for poison damage.
Because he natural 20.
Well, but it's
Yeah. hold
only
on.
79
It's
points
only-
of poison damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
your
would it
quick math
be
did not do
over
that.
50?
Oh! It may have added things on. Hold on. Yeah. I think that's more correct.
So, what were you going with? 39 or 40?
39.
39.
Plus 5.
I want to go
divides,
in
Plus 10.
in favor of the players.
so
5 because that would be
So-
half damage, right?
No, you don't take half damage on the piercing damage.
No, it's
Just
just
the poison.
poison. So, 49 points of damage total.
Correct.
Yep.
That is exactly what I have left on health. So I hit 0.
All right.
Oh,
So you are back here, and you also fall to the ground. How far? Were you up in the air?
I was just over the surface. I basically
Oh.
raised across the top of the surface because that was my entire movement to make it to him.
Okay. Okay. So you do not take falling damage, so you don't fail a death saving throw. So you are down.
Okay.
One
got you.
shot.
Got you.
All right, Aiden, what would you like to do?
I'm back, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Quag. What would you like to
Corey.
do?
Okay, so seeing him fall, I'm going to.
And your spiritual weapon will go away.
It's not a concentration. I don't know if it.
Okay.
But I believe all spells end if you are incapacitated.
Well,
Am I wrong?
I mean,
doesn't say anything in the
spiritual
spell.
weapon without his will to guide it would just kind of hover there.
It would just
even if-
float
Yeah,
there.
it-
Yeah,
it-
it,
it
wouldn't
would be there, but it
disappear.
wouldn't-
It just
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
do anything.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, I'll allow that. Sorry to delete it without thinking, but yeah, let's say that you still have your floating rod of four moons there.
Okay.
I'll
So
redraw
I'm
it.
going. Okay, while you're redrawing it, I'm going to use Step of the Wind. And
Nathan is so happy.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, if you step in the wind, you could get right up to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, so I'm
Nathan
going
Craig,
to do that.
are you Nate Matthew Saunders' friend? I don't know your last name. I didn't know if you came from my friends list or from somebody else or from Corey's. I don't know. Did you share this, Corey?
Share what?
This that we're playing.
Yes.
Okay. Do you recognize Nathan Craig?
I would have to.
I shared it with a few people as well.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering
Sure.
whose friend it was. Not to oust him or anything. Damn you, Nathan.
It shall
Nope,
remain
not
a
mine.
mystery.
Wait, I got the perfect thing for this.
It shall remain a mystery.
Nut in space. That's my history of that.
Hey Nathan, it's me, Justin McElroy, the guy whose episode
Okay,
you
so
saw.
all right,
Did
so
you
I'm
really
doing
think
that
we
and
were
move.
gonna find the Illuminati on our TV show? We
Moving
can't do
right
easy
next to him.
things on our TV
I am
show.
going to go
What's
ahead
so
and.
hard? This is a ding.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm showing the stream YouTube clip.
Nope, you're fine.
Saying fuck Nathan, pretty much.
My bonus action. Extra.
By the way, if you don't know My Brother and Me is a great podcast. And also was a short-lived TV show on Verve, I think.
And I'm going to do two attacks. I'm going to do one fisted attack here and one fisted attack on him to heal him. If I use my healing hands, that will and bring him up being unconscious.
Sorry, you cut out there. If you use your healing hands, that will... Okay, cool. You need to get rid of these
Okay. So
spaces and your line breaks and your stuff. It was easier to
Me?
read. Yeah.
So I
It's
copied
okay.
and pasted. Sorry.
I know.
I'll have.
It's annoying, but it just makes it easier to read. Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah, go
So
ahead.
I'm gonna hit him and I'm gonna give him 40 HP back, and then I'm gonna roll my attack with the unarmored attack on the Naga, and I'm gonna also do if I.
Oh.
At least I'm just using my fist. Whee!
You break your hand, can't make unarmed attacks anymore.
So I got what, 5 hit points? Back?
You got 50.
50.
Yeah, maybe 50.
Okay, so
You
this
can
is
not
the
be-
attack against the Naga?
Yes, one of my attacks I'm going to use against the Naga.
Okay.
My first one's going to be to heal him. My second one's for the Naga. So
Okay, so the failure was against the
basically, I'm
Naga.
smacking him and healing him 50 hit points, and then I'm fisting the Naga.
Yeah, it would be an easy target
Oh,
since I'm
my.
down. So
So the failure is against the Naga, not Brainor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Alright, so you
I'm sorry.
take... The failure is against the Naga, not Brainor.
Correct. Correct.
You take 1 damage, point of slashing damage from the Naga's scales, and you have a -2 penalty on attack rolls with that attack for 2 rounds.
For 2 rounds? Okay. -2 to my attack. All right.
Yep, with Fury or Unarmed Strike. Just with Unarmed Strike.
Oh, just for the unarmed strike? Okay.
Yes. It's called Stinging Failure.
It happens. 50 hit points was enough, was half your health at least, right?
that was like almost all my health.
Okay, perfect.
I'm
still leave-
1 hit point shy of being at full health.
That still leaves me with a pool of hit points to heal one or the two of us slightly if we need to.
Or I can heal too. Like,
Yeah.
even if you had just brought me back at 1 hit point, I can get half my health back in one go
Oh, no. Do it that way.
because of being a life cleric. Anyways.
Sorry, your spiritual weapon was up here.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I forgot where it was at.
It's not a big deal.
I knew it was on the side.
Yeah. Thank you for redrawing it. All right. Anything you like to do? Anything else you like to do on your turn?
That's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. Aiden, what would you like to do?
Aiden is going to do
right.
what Aiden does best, which is
Fuck
Oh,
shit
my-
up.
Hide.
12 is not going to hit. 24 is going to hit. Takes 8 piercing damage. The arrow sticks into its cobra hood, and you see a long forked tongue hissing at you.
And I'm going to have Cassius move, take the dash action, which is only going to give him about 50 feet of movement because of
Yes,
rough terrain.
because of rough terrain.
And he's going to go right there and give the help action to my buddy there, Gale.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, he used his action to dash, so he can't
Oh,
use
yeah,
the
that's
help
right, my
action.
bad.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but he's dashed right
Would have
there.
been
He's
cool.
right there with
Sorry to be a rules lawyer.
Yeah. Damn rule Nazi.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So is Revan going to do anything?
She is. She isn't very happy.
Actually, when
She's...
you were incapacitated, did she dissipate?
It does not say that It does not say that they disappear when you fall unconscious.
Okay,
I looked.
I'll take the same rule as the. We might look into
Yeah.
it later.
I would assume that if I had died, she would
Yes.
disappear.
Okay, that makes more
But if I'm
sense.
just unconscious, I'm not. She doesn't.
That makes more
Because
sense.
it's
That would
again,
make
it's not
sense.
concentration. She's gonna fly near me and she's gonna start like squawking and distracting the Naga, and she's gonna give me the help action on
Okay.
my next turn.
Great.
For my next turn.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Rogar Sparkle Gem. Finally, your turn again.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay, so I'm going to ride into battle on Hoard.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm gonna say to Brainor and Quag, stay within 10 feet of me and within my aura of protection in case these tries to banish one of you again. And just to remind you guys what that is. And then I'm gonna swing with my long sword twice at the Naga.
Their Lion's Roar. 23 and
Yeah.
24 are gonna hit. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, because I have Hunter's Mark still.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So 14 plus 9.
20.
How would you like to kill this thing?
What? Oh, dude. Say like, how dare you?
Wait, hold on. Did you just say kill this thing?
You guys got it. In its hubris, it dropped its in its Naga hubris.
Shield of Faith.
It dropped its Shield of Faith, and that's what did it. Well, actually, you guys
This damn
rolled
thing
higher
was
than
dealing
20.
79 damage on freaking poison, and it's dying
Well,
now?
It's dead now. It had 23 hit points left. And you
Oh,
did 28. It had a
That's
total.
what you right.
Yeah. So how would you like to kill it? Keep in mind.
I could also-
I didn't even give you like a handout of what it looks like. Oh, I don't have one. Can I put it? How do I put an image into?
You'd have to make a.
Rogar.
You'd have to make a handout.
Okay.
Shoot her, Rogar.
I mean, like decapitating it, I think is gonna be the most satisfying. For me.
I mean, of course.
Skin it.
Well, then you guys are probably gonna want to harvest it, so I don't want to mess it up.
Hell with that, I'm staying way the hell over here from it.
Until the 4 more show up.
So, Brenner's pissed, and after you cut its head off, I'm going to use my last 3rd level spell slot, touching the head and the body, and I'm going to use that touch.
What?
And that one hits at 3rd level.
There you go, Guardian Naga.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely cutting off that thing's head.
Its head and body shrivel up into black and garbage.
I wanted to
Yeah.
skin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really could have taken some.
Um,
let me see some.
I'm pissed. It
Alright.
almost killed me, so I'm making sure it's not coming back.
If you guys want to see
In any way I
what
can.
I'm showing the stream, YouTube MBAM Animatic Nathan.
Hey, Nathan, it's me, Justin McElroy, the guy
It's
who's
30
episode
seconds.
you sucked. Did you really think we were gonna find the Illuminati
Or
on a
you
TV
could
show?
just
We
look at
can't
the
do
chat.
easy
Yeah,
things
but
on our
yeah.
TV show. And you want us to do a hard one? This is a ding dong podcast. You're a jerk person,
And I'm
Nathan.
grabbing
Hold on, let
my
me
weapon.
look up Nathan's address in the yellow pages. Oh, it says here, a garbage can. Let me look up Nathan's phone
And
number.
this was a
Justin's
CR
gonna
what?
slam you here in a second.
10.
Light this
10.
motherfucker up! Get him!
Nathan's angry.
Get him, Justin!
Yeah, hey.
Thank you.
I mean,
That's
real
right.
6.
Eat that
This is
shit,
CR10.
Nathan!
Yeah.
Desuka.
I've burned nearly everything I got now. I have two level spell slots and 1 first level spell slot.
I mean,
Never can.
that sucks. I'm still fresh.
You just got here.
I got 2 first level spell slots.
You guys do realize this. Okay, so can I do a knowledge check and see if we can, like, if I know anything about them?
Sure. Would that be nature?
Kane rolled a 20 to know about Nagas earlier. Would
That's
he
true,
know
that's
anything
true.
interesting?
Okay, so does he know about them? Enough to know a bunch of stuff about them?
Nagas are intelligent serpents that inhabit the ruins of the past, amassing arcane treasures and knowledge. The first Nagas were created as immortal guardians by a humanoid race long lost to history. When the race died out, the Nagas deemed themselves the rightful inheritors of the Master's treasure and magical lore. Industrious and driven, Nagas occasionally venture out from the lairs to track down magic items or rare spellbooks. Nagas never feel the ravages of time or succumb to sickness. Even if it is struck down, a Naga's immortal spirit reforms in a new body in a matter of days, ready to continue its eternal work.
Yes.
You're
We
saying
have.
So are we going to be fighting this randomly?
It's gonna show up again.
Yes.
It does resurrect in 1d.